Hello, everyone. We are playing some D&D tonight. We're waiting on our...
We start.
Oh, you motherfucker. Every fucking time.
I was waiting for it.
I was like, we're gonna wait a long time. You know what? No. We're gonna get right off the bat. We gotta start off on the right foot.
I thought for
At least
sure
it's out of the
you'd
way
wait.
now.
Yeah, I thought you for sure you'd wait until like the full introduction. I was like, maybe I got
I
a little
know.
time this time. but no.
Yeah. I
No,
could feel
no.
your comfort and had
Are
to
you-
smell this. If it's predictable, it's horrible. No.
The DM seems like he's doing okay right now. I'm gonna fuck with him.
Hey, that's my job on your game.
The circle of life.
It's the circle of fuckery.
Circle.
circle,
Yeah, that's
dude.
the
Circle.
a little hard to. It's a circle. All right, so we're playing some D&D tonight.
Eventually.
The end.
The king has fallen actually since last.
King is dead. Long dead the king.
Long dead. The king.
Yeah.
Oh,
with
okay.
that.
The king is dead. Democracy now. Support Hong Kong.
Fuck you, Blizzard.
Revolution of our times.
Revolution of our times. Hashtag Hong Kong.
Banned from Blizzard. Banned from Twitch.
Hashtag
Oh, yeah,
boycott
we're gonna
Blizzard.
get banned from Twitch.
Wait, Twitch is banning people now?
No, that was the joke.
I was like, wait, I'm invested in this now.
No, I was like, ooh, I can get
Calm
banned
down,
for a
LeBron,
cause.
It's okay.
I can get banned for a cause. You know what they say about press? There's no bad press.
Live stream fails. Live stream fails.
I can only fail upward from here. Oh man, is my microphone really loud for anybody else, or is it okay?
No, you're good for me.
No, you're good.
All right, perfect.
Oh,
Or
man.
the sound low because it doubles.
Yeah.
Going to have a
Music
fail.
volume. How's that for everybody? While we got it.
I'm solid.
You're like a Skeksis
I can hear it.
eating a quail.
Mm. Mm.
Gelfling. Anyway.
All
I
right.
just
So
plucked this little quail egg. I immediately felt like a Skeksis.
I definitely want to
Dude,
hit a
yeah.
rock with a sword until it breaks.
We were
I am Emperor.
we were trying to eat Pokeballs during their first fucking dinner.
Oh man, I haven't seen the new one. Are you talking about the original
no,
movie?
No, the
or?
original.
No,
They just have-
sorry. I'm talking about the new Netflix version.
Oh.
There's a scene where they're eating dinner and it's fucking
Oh my god, yeah.
disgusting.
Oh man, that's
we had
awesome.
To, we had to stop eating. We were like, we need to come back to this when we're done with our Pokeballs.
That goofy, like finger
snot.
fork thing? I love
Yeah.
that.
Oh
It's
god,
so
the little
dumb.
tiny. It's so delicate, and they stab a giant living thing with it, and it squeals, and
Well, and they're like,
And it crunches
the
horribly.
Emperor's pulling nails off
All right,
himself.
kids, we're on.
Not chick.
hey, we've been on for a bit. Oh man.
Anyway, check out the Dark Crystal on Netflix now. This stream is no way sponsored by Netflix. But we could be. Netflix.
We could. That'd be
Please
nice.
do.
Netflix. Hey, we could use any sponsorships at this point.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
good
we're getting
content,
ready
I
in a couple
swear.
months.
Except for
Yeah,
10 cent.
burger.
Fuck
10
10
cent, yeah.
cent.
10 cent, you can go suck your own dick.
I think 10 cent might.
Oh wait,
if
you
it gets
can't, because not even you can find it. Fuck 10 cent.
Ew.
Hashtag fuck 10 cent.
They're
What
gonna,
is 10
they're gonna
cent?
hear this.
What
and they're
is
gonna
10
come out
cent?
with a
Yeah.
That's the
shittier
Chinese
version.
company that bought it. Huge stakes in Blizzard and so many other American companies, and is causing this whole
Gotcha.
thing.
Soft power. Gotcha.
What they're gonna
So
do
soft.
Is they're gonna subscribe to you, and then
Fucking
they're gonna make a
10 bucks.
shitty, crappier, low grade version of your exact campaign
God.
available for mobile.
Fucking 10 bud.
That's what they're gonna do.
Oh my god. We'll just call it Against the Cult of Phobator. It'll be 99 cents on the Apple Play Store. It'll play exactly like it'll be the ripoff of, what do they call it?
Aldrich Gate?
No, Idle Champions,
Yeah.
Nobody gets to mess with Baldur's
which I've
Gate.
been having way too much
Said a
fun with.
ripoff.
Is that the
I'm
one
not
with the Critical Role's got characters in?
Yeah, every D&D people have characters in,
I
but
couldn't remember the name of it.
the one of the free ones is Daryl Axel from S.A. Salvatore.
Well,
R.A. Salvatore? R.A.
Kid,
Salvatore.
the stream, we're not sponsored, but boy howdy. Let's listen to this great copy.
But look if we were. I worked in radio for 5 years. Copy just happens.
Critical Role's got a.
To be fair, a lot of small D&D streams are actually sponsored by them,
To
so
be
it's
fair.
entirely possible.
Yeah, actually, Satine Phoenix, who's a great stream that's up and coming. She has a new project and everything that is really cool for D&D fans. Should check it out.
Is that Idle Champions? Or...
Idle Champions.
Because Idle Heroes is the.
Yeah, Idle Heroes is the don't buy this version. Yeah, it's funny. I actually just check it out just to see what it
About
was.
10 cent?
Filling time until Jeff gets here.
Yeah, Jeff's apparently he just texted me. He's like, "I'm so sorry for the delay. My computer just shit the bed." Although you know what, we're coming out with
whole thing.
not a terrible podcast so far.
Why is everybody's computer shit in the bed? Knock it off, computers.
Right?
Yeah,
Computers,
computers.
get
I'm
your shit
done
together.
touching them.
Brandon,
I'm
Go
done.
to the
need to
bed.
fix everybody's
Oh.
computers.
Can we-
Done diddling
Annual
them.
maintenance.
Diddle kid.
This is me taking a
Hold on,
moment
did
to
Brandon
appreciate.
just say diddle kids? Because that's fucked up.
Oh
Yeah,
God,
no. Diddle Kid is the worst superhero ever.
That just seems like the worst anything ever.
Commence to
Well, you
diddling.
know,
Rumps, Joe.
Hey,
Imagine
Corvaltis,
this,
come
right?
That
online.
reminds me of
Imagine
that
this:
Sunny.
you're in a house robbing someone, and then all of a sudden this kid's like, "He touched me," and you're like, "Oh Jesus!" Stop robbing that house right then, aren't you? Diddle Kid's out to get you.
Oh man, can we just take a moment and appreciate my RGB amazing nightmare of a computer?
That's pretty nice.
It's not quite as RGB nightmare as Brandon's, but it is so many colors. I got all of the ridiculous color accessories. Let's take you guys on a tour real quick. Oh, that's wrong. So look at this. We got all the classic RGB. Then we got this. We got the headset stand that lights up, the mouse pad and mouse that light up, the keyboard that light
He
up.
says it's not as RGB.
I've got a
as mine,
problem.
and He's got all these accessories. Fuck you.
Oh, I said mine was far more RGB, but yours is far more powerful.
I heard a bloop.
Not sure about that anymore.
Really? All right.
Heard a
I'd
bloop.
say
Okay, I
they're
heard-
on par.
Wait, I see Corvolt. Jeff, speak.
Speak, boy.
Speak to us.
Come, Shinoff, the living monastery.
I see his icon lighting up, but I can't hear him. Can anybody else hear him?
I can't hear
Stop.
nothing. No. Was born out of years.
I can't
I was
whistle.
born.
I was born at the age of 3 without a face.
I was born a poor black child.
You're not Steve Martin.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you
not
for
the-
somebody getting the
you're-
reference.
You are a jerk.
Fucking love that movie.
I need to see it.
He doesn't know what to do.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm rubbing his butt and he doesn't know what to do. He's gonna fall. Oh god.
Is that Mr. Speedwagon?
I really hope he's talking about a cat.
Yeah, his new cat, which is
Brandon is voicing Diddle Kid in the next.
for.
Damn
Oh,
right.
man.
We
Escape
gotta
Room's
get
animated,
Danny
I'm Diddle
DeVito
Kid.
in here to do his rendition of "Don't Go Diddling Kids."
Me and
Lord of
don't
mercy.
go diddling.
Oh, God. You guys hear me?
kids. Yay!
I
man.
am so sorry. I was neck deep in a documentary, and then I had multiple computer failure issues, so I
God.
deeply apologize.
Oh, dude, no
been balls
worries.
deep.
Actually, I sent you the
Your
Google
excuses
reminders.
are bad, and you should feel bad.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
okay, that's fair.
So I sent you. I forgot.
Mike has
Everybody
no
else
room
gets
to
a.
complain about other people's computer problems.
I'm not complaining
Yeah.
about his computer problem.
You kind of.
Also, like, no one was here on time except me, so.
Yeah, that's true.
I was
Fuck you,
texting
I got
you
duck and quail.
today!
I was 2 minutes
DM
late.
is never late.
I was busy.
Nor
I was
is he
busy.
early. He arrives
He arrived.
precisely when he needs to.
I didn't know I was multi-classing in a wizard.
Yes,
But anyway, okay. So that we will. Let's see.
an ASMR wizard.
Ooh, go ahead and get. Oh, it's funny because it's by God.
Yeah,
I get that. All right. Cool. All right. So let's get started then. Everybody good to start?
That's
All the silliness that goes out. Jeff, you should really watch the beginning of this VOD. Sometime you'll have a wonderful time. Or you'll hate us all. And I sent you the. There should be a Google Calendar reminder that I have
that's
everybody
duck.
else on. But now you should be part of it. Too.
Decent duck deer.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
we talk about
I
what's
wouldn't
wrong
have
with
normally
your
forgotten. I was thinking about it earlier today, but I have been deep in terrible knowledge about geopolitics.
Did the
Is
text
there-
inspire that, or was that inspiring the text?
No, that's Jeff's every day.
Oh no, that was me after 2 days of just like voracious appetite, intellect consumption.
Consume. Consume. Should play Warlock.
Should have played a warlock. All right. On that disappointing.
No, you're starting soon thing still up, right? Or is that
What?
just a video? I think that's a video.
That should be a video.
Fucking,
Yeah.
I think Twitch is being a dick.
Twitch. How dare you?
Twitch.
Twitch. You're so crazy.
All right.
Because I'm tired.
Thank you.
There we go. Okay, yeah, we are good to go.
Are we?
Oh, cool. All right.
So we're starting?
Think you're funny, don't you?
Understand that reference.
We're going now?
Yes.
Now
Alright.
is the time.
So,
Not later? Now?
I think now. Is it now time? Are we doing it now?
part of me just
going
wants
now?
to.
It's probably going to be in a second.
I had this mental image of just dropping the headphone and walking away. I was like, but then you have to come back and say, fuck it.
Well, I have to go get a bag of now and later.
That's when I get up and
Plus-
I'm like, okay, Saren Ray's Bays 2, everybody.
My character retired though.
Everybody, welcome to Ravnica.
Oh shit! I have a character ready for that. I have 3 characters ready for that.
No, you walked away. You get nothing.
So what I'm hearing is I'm staying right here. Okay. All right. So
DMing, go.
that's okay.
Did we start yet?
All right.
Last time.
All right. Final. Everyone, shut the fuck up. Let me do this. This is a big going into this, so I need a little bit of cooperation. All right. Wow. There it is. All right. So last time with the
good we're
Dawnforged company, yeah, I can reach you, and you have a bum leg. I would be very careful.
Last
All right.
one. I'm done.
All right. Last time with the Dawnforged company, charging their way through the castle and fighting through the guards, the horde golem they had made of gold in the armory of the kingdom. They had made their way towards the king's chambers, and upon entering, saw the king sitting on a throne, weeping, head in hand, who looked up almost expectantly, surrounded by Durgar, allies of his. You and your 12 guards rushed in and started, but before you could do anything, the king teleported into the group of you, unleashed a wave of these horrible worms, constricting and blinding some of you, and some of you able to dodge out of the way. He revealed the things he'd been working on, and these 2 horrible metal constructs of spider-like inspiration crawled from behind the pillars, while spellcasters threw spells, healed each other, grew in size, and through careful and intelligent use of magic, and using long cooldowns and really, really smart fighting from you guys. Nobody died. Everybody had a moment of, oh my god, I'm gonna die, but no one actually ended up dying, except for some guards, which you brought back as many as you could, managing to save everybody, every NPC, and 9 guards in the end. You guys, at this point, in the heated battle, Shanoth, the living monastery, made his way towards the king, clamped his hook swords behind his head, and pulled. Not a clean decapitation, but ripping the king's heads from its shoulders. You now stand at the end of this battle. You have cured mass cure wound some guards back into standing fighting position, and you look over and you see the form of a goblin, shoulders shaking, stabbing at a headless body. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go yank that fucking gem out of the king's skull.
I will hold it for you because it's just a.
Nope,
just a
I'm
head.
yanking it.
Oh, it's just a head. I'm holding the head for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna just put my arm out to stay blood scale for a sec and walk up and put my hand on that's Fenrir, right?
Rashilderlin?
Rashil, oh yeah. I'm put my hand on Rashilderlin's shoulder and slowly pull him back away from the king's body.
Okay, as you pull him back, the stabbing slows. And he kind of falls to his knees. He doesn't stand fully. And he's still weeping.
So, did the king take his eye from you?
No, he tried to get something else. He had that eye when he came.
Ripping that eye out!
Holding the head for him.
Time of that. Do you know where he got it?
I don't know where he got it. I didn't know him before, though.
Is he a good man?
It wasn't bad. He was an average person. Or he... whatever. He was...
So,
He had potential. And he threw it away. And then he made it my problem. No one makes it my problem.
right, so I guess I was wrong then. I thought for sure that was the gem that went to this knife.
Nah. No, I got that somewhere else.
Wait,
And I will fulfill my part of the agreement. You'll have it before you leave.
Alright. Is there anyone we didn't stay death on? Anyone?
Couple guards.
Let's round them up. I think we should. Once we get this eye, we should get to work on making sure that this has a happy ending. I've got a plan.
I can spare the dying. Should I do it on the Duergar as well?
They've been dead too long for sparing the
They've been dead
dying to
too-
work on them.
No, I think it'll be alright. We have resurrection and a big old room full of gold.
I am not sparing the dying on the Dugar. They
Why
chose
is that?
a natural path.
Oh, sorry, not spare the dying. I have gentle repose. Should I use it
does
on the
that
king? It is a necromantic spell. It will prevent decay and maintain the possibility of resurrection.
Form a ceremony tomorrow that'll
King.
same for.
So, hear me out. I have a plan. So, we've won half of this war, for sure. The king is dead at our feet, and we have the Duergar here. But, like, why were the Duergar kept out of this city to begin with?
I don't understand.
I mean, what was the motivation for not, like, why did they feel they needed to side with the Mad King?
I think he's just speaking this out loud, Mesnos, not directly to you.
Oh, I apologize. Oh, that's easy. Duergar are generally untrustworthy pieces of crap who live in the Underdark, and
Yeah, see, that just sounds like racism to me.
Oh,
That
it
just
would
sounds
be.
like the whole thing that we've been dealing with this whole time.
Aren't goblins
I'm-
evil?
he kind of looks at you like, "Have I done anything? Have you seen me do any good yet?"
I mean, you helped free a city.
I killed a man.
By the way, you hear
I
a
murdered
loud
people
slurping
along the
noise, and I
way.
just claw that eye
Did it
out.
for a good reason.
Right, hold
You don't
on.
know
We should
my
all
reason.
focus as Bloodscale tears this eye out
And so,
in case anything goes awry.
all right,
I'm
Bloodscale, as you
hold it for him.
so the person who has the head, Shanoth, do you let them take the head from outside of your hook swords?
Reluctantly, I think that somehow this is a desecration that even a mad king should be spared from, but I do hand it over.
So as you reach for it, you see a moment's hesitation from Shanoth as you reach for it.
Oh, we didn't explain the gem to him!
He pulls the head away. Do you want to explain it now?
Before I rip it out, I'm going to explain the gem to him.
Okay, go ahead.
So this thing is it, like absorbs magic shot at it, and when Zephyr like did magic-y things to look in
I
on the
tried
king,
to
she was
scry
stuck in
and
there.
I got stuck inside of it.
Ooh,
We're
So I'm just
90%
taking this
sure
out
it
so
would
it's
be
not a
evil.
danger anymore.
cool.
Went crazy.
Yeah. Probably some weird
So-
dark artifact.
so
Do you have
yeah.
any gloves on?
I was just going to use my claws.
Okay.
Oh, I have an idea. And so since Ooze is going to hold the head,
Yeah.
I will take out my axe in my left hand and hold it near the eye,
Okay.
because it has that weird magic absorption bullshit,
Okay.
just in case.
So
And then I'll just claws out and rip out of that eye.
perfect. So as you draw your axe close to the eye, roll a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, it's one of those.
Oh.
Like those.
First
First roll of the night.
22.
Yeah!
Perfect. Okay. So as you bring the axe closer, you feel a tug at the very core of your being pulling at you through your axe, and you almost feel your eyesight swim in front of you for a second, and then before you blink a couple times and recenter yourself almost forcefully as you pull the axe back. You kind of look again at this decapitated head of the king, crown still on, jaw slack, eye looking at you.
Oh yeah, that wasn't great. That felt
Right?
weird and different.
I don't like that.
Not able to
I
get
don't
the eye
either.
out.
Raj, what
Do
the fuck
a
is this
check
eye?
on him.
I don't fucking know. He had it when I knew him. He was just a kid. He hired me to pull some tricks on his dad, and we actually had a good time. And then next time I saw him, 2 years later, he had the new gem, and everything was different about it.
Can I do an investigation and see if it feels like something associated with...
Can I insight check for Shieldalane?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an
See if
insight
he's,
check, and then this would be more of an Arcana since it's a magical thing you're taking a look at. So roll an Arcana check for me, Zephyr.
Oh.
You don't have to
I'm
roll
gonna
to me, but I'll take it. Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
take
Oh,
a crack
sorry.
on the Arcana check as well.
Perfect. Okay, go and roll Arcana.
Fuck's sake.
So
Didn't mean to have that set to you.
+6.
Oh, that's okay.
Choice.
So as far as the Arcana checks go, every time you kind of, it's strange because normally you have kind of an innate sense of magic. You can almost feel it flowing through the world, especially you, Vicer. It's almost just a natural part of breathing for you. It's just part of life. But every time you get close to this, it's like this shut off, this dull sense, like you've lost the ability to see, but you can still see.
So I think whatever anti-magic thing it had is still there.
And
All right,
It's-
all right. Let's put it down. Just put it down. Have the eye facing up, please, and somebody take the crown off. That's
Oh.
freaking me out a little bit.
All right.
Yeah,
So
gotcha. Down, taking the crown.
So okay, and then when you actually, as you guys are gathered around, can I get everybody to do just a general perception check for the party?
Oh, yes. Damn it, I need to turn off Whisper. Nat 20, guys.
He was excited because of the nat 20. All right, so need one. There it is. All right, and that's everybody. Cool. All right, so as you guys are looking at the head, Uza, only you notice this.
I don't know anything with the 23.
It was a really hard one. The rest of you, what you perceive is there are a few worms crawling out of the body nearby and slithering away, but they seem to dissipate into nothingness.
Can I mage hand? Try and grab one of them?
You didn't
Sure,
see
make
him.
a dexterity
Who's
saving
seeing?
throw. No, TJ with a
He said
15
we
would
all
have seen the
saw.
worms. This is the part you all see.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's okay. And I was a little vague on that.
Got caught up in the 20.
So make a dexterity saving throw to see how well you can catch one.
With mage hand?
Yes, yeah, because you have to be quick with this. They are quickly dissipating into nothing. So I guess make a charisma because it's a spell.
Okay.
23. Okay, you are able to grab the clutches on one. And actually, no, with there's 23. You managed to grab 3 worms as they're trying to wiggle away, and you hold them tight inside of the mage
I'm
hand.
gonna toss him a bottle.
Before you do, as everybody's looking at these worms and kind of, oh my god, and they start reacting, trying to catch them, you are singularly locked to the eye that has been replaced by the ruby. And you see, just for a second, a sheen across the ruby, and you see the king's reflection inside of the ruby, pounding against the ruby.
Zephyr,
Yeah?
said you got stuck in the eye, right?
Yeah.
I think the king's stuck in this eye. I don't think this is the king.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Should I break it?
How did you get out?
I had to heal myself out of there. I only have a handful of spells left. Alright, let me give it
I'm
a
gonna-
try, and I cast
Before
Cure Wounds.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, cast it. And then, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm gonna wait and see how Cure Wounds does.
Perfect. To go and cast the cure wounds.
I'm casting it at level 4 because I only have 2 spell slots left.
All right, so 14 total.
Standing by with hands.
And as you go to reach out and cast the spell, as you collect the spell in your hand and you go to touch them to deliver it, as your hand gets close, you feel the magic dissipate away. The spell lost away, and as you touch the head, all you feel is the cold, unliving flesh and a small wriggle under your hand.
Should I break it?
Ah!
Should
Oh
I break
god!
it?
Oh god!
Hold on. Let me
There's
try.
something wriggling underneath there.
We gotta get it.
Can
We gotta get
can
it.
Can I pop the top on a
gotta get in
potion
there.
bottle and drop the eye inside of the potion?
Eye is
still
still
in
in
the
the
head,
skull.
Yeah, I gave you an empty
What?
bottle for the worms.
The eye is still in the head.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
we
you
gotta
pulled
pull
it
the
out.
eye out of there.
No, he still has not pulled it out
Didn't
yet.
work.
We gotta pull the eye out of there.
He got his axe close to test it, and we've been.
Hold
kinda
on,
working
I
from
have
that.
these worms still.
Yes.
Can we put
You were
these in
given a.
something?
Yeah, I tossed Vicera an empty potion bottle.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to rip it out
Slop
without
them
the
in
axe.
there and clop the
Perfect.
top on the
Yeah,
bottle.
there are still worms underneath that thing, so I'm not touching.
How do you want to try to rip this out? Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna put my hand on it, and then I'm gonna extend my claws around it through the fleshy bits.
And
If
so
then
you
just
like, I can use telekinesis too.
as you see, Bloodscale
Use magic.
Pushing away
reach
magic.
out as you
it's
see
magic,
Bloodscale grab its head, and you go to extend your claws, and as you line them up with the skull, and as you bring your hand in closer, the claws retract, and your regular fingernails are back.
All right, pickaxe it is, motherfuckers. Let's
Hold
go.
on. Wait. I'm gonna jam my talons in there because I'm dexterous and my talons are not magical.
Perfect. Okay, you
Neither is my
extend
pickaxe.
your talons.
But I'm
and,
dexterous. I'm trying to not so much claw
I know,
out, I'm
surgery,
trying to do
I
the
get
same
it.
thing, like
I'm trying to be in character.
Okay.
eat side out
Okay.
and
So
then pinch around the back, and then I'll probably fly up for this other part because I'm gonna fly up and then with one foot pull out and the other one I'm gonna jam my talons.
I could
into
just
it
yank on the
and
skull.
Do this number.
okay. Okay. So
I can yank
Bloodscale
on the skull,
offers to
too.
hold the skull while you try to pull the eye, so he can put his strength behind your
Okay,
efforts.
yeah, let's do that.
All right,
just
so-
hold it close to the ground so I don't have to fly. I'll be a little
Give
more
me a
steady.
general medicine check so I know how well you would understand the eye composition of a dwarf.
Can
and
I
where to
assist
put
him?
your talons.
10.
10? Okay.
Can I
10's good
assist?
enough. Yes, actually, you know what? Roll with advantage being assisted by
11.
11. All right. All right, so do you want to use your hand talons or your foot talons?
I only have foot talons.
Oh, foot talon. Okay. So as Bloodscale holds it up, roll a acrobatics check because you're trying to hover over it and get your.
Well, I'm not
your foot in.
hovering since he's holding it.
Okay, so you're trying to get your foot up and into the right place. Just a general
Yeah.
acrobatics check.
Okay.
13. Okay, and so you get your foot up and you jam it into this seemingly quickly rotting flesh, and it goes in quick and easy, faster and easier than you were expecting. And then as you fly up, I need 2 strength checks. One from Bloodscale, one from Uza.
Okay, I think I.
4.
Jesus.
So I have this. I have this. Which I think applies to this.
Yes. So double your proficiency. Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
So 26 total. Gain advantage. Capacity. Oh, your capacity is doubled. Okay, so you have advantage. Okay, that just gives you advantage. I see. Okay. And then, all right. So with a 4 and a 22, there's too much on one side. And as you go to fly up, Bloodscale pulls down as hard as he can, and you slam Uza into the ground.
Okay, without taking my claws out, I'm gonna.
You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh Jesus.
He pulled real hard.
That's fair. Ow.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, without taking my claw out, I'm going to try. I'm gonna reach. Shit.
Shanoff, yank
Shanoff
him.
looks pretty strong, right? I'm gonna reach
Yeah.
my hands out to Shanoff and just be like, pull.
All right, Shanoth, are you accepting the hands and engaging in this?
Yes.
activity? Okay, so I need a strength check from Shanoth, strength check from Uza, and strength check from Bloodscale.
Can I use dexterity because of my monkeyness?
Actually, yes.
I get to use it for
because you're-
everything
you can
else.
use, yes, because you are a monk. Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna kill a boy.
All right. Here's-
Oh,
Damn, dude.
so with that,
I'm literally the weak link in this.
you
chain.
see Shanoth, Shanoth, you pull as hard as you can, and Bloodscale, you pull extra hard. And you manage to pull so hard that you rip the talons, one talon completely off of Uza. Uza, you take 10 points of damage as you lose your toenail to this strength check between two massively powerful people.
I'm going to limp away. Fuck
Wait,
this.
Uza, what are you doing? Why
I'm
are
just
you
gonna.
helping
I'm gonna
with
throw
this?
a dagger on the ground. Use that in the other fucking talon. I'm done.
All right, I'm just gonna take my fucking war pick out and do what I was gonna do before Uza
I'm
grabbed
gonna
it.
cast healing hands into my fucking toe.
Okay, it stops bleeding, and you see this little tiny nub of a talon growing back.
Jesus Christ.
If we're going
I
about
have-
this the wrong way, we could just squish the head with that prodigious strength, or
I literally have a pickaxe that I could just put underneath it and just pry it the fuck out.
and if magic doesn't work on it, I'm assuming because I have magic hands, everything I do with my hands is
No,
is
yours
breaks
is
immunity.
no, yours is technically it causes It bypasses magical immunities, but yours is all
Okay.
based in ki and spirit and strength. It is not technically magic.
Oh, so I could actually use. I'm just wondering if we're not making.
What do you wanna
more of
try?
this. Like if we could just
I'm going to
smash
pop
the
it out
head.
with the
The,
pickaxe. I'm
magic
literally just
weapon
going to hook it out with the pickaxe. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
tear the flesh apart until the eye's the only thing
I
left. It
literally
just
have
kind
a
of
war
rolls
pick
away.
that I can jam into
Okay,
the flesh
so-
and under the eye and just pull.
All right. So,
Goonie style.
all right. So right now,
Not Willy.
the skull is in Bloodscale's hands. Bloodscale, we'll let you do. You said you want to pull out your pickaxe, and are you trying to hit the skull with the pickaxe, or put the pickaxe
Nope.
behind the skull and then pop it out?
Not even. I'm just jamming, like, because I have it in my hand. Because I
Yeah.
can just grab it up near the pick part, and I can just slide it in behind the eye and just hook it the fuck out.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Give the old.
Make a general dexterity check because that's a pretty tricky maneuver to get it in there. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, and so as you kind
Figuring I
of
have +1. Yeah, I rolled 19.
that was really good. So as you kind of you pull the axe and you're looking at it, and then you kind of you pull it back, and you the rest of you watch as he brings the axe down. It hits right above into the eyebrow, and then with instead of pulling, he switches his hands up and he levers it forward, and so the jewel comes popping out, and it goes ting 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 ting. It rolls down the stairs and slides across the floor. As you see at that moment, the body and head dissipate into worms completely. They are scattering everywhere into this, and they all seem to be disappearing into tiny portals as they're escaping out.
Can
Can
I
I
real quick?
set
All
him
the
on
ones in my hand. I'm just gonna fucking breath
Did you
should've been
want to cast
fireballs
firebolt?
A lot of them.
Actually, I'm gonna cast a magic missile from my cape, so I have like 8 darts.
Okay, so
I was gonna breath weapon the ones in my hands.
okay,
It was gonna make me vomit anyways.
So
Okay,
I'm
so
over here for all of this.
It's gonna make me throw up
I walked away.
anyways.
all right, so we'll go with a 21
sorry,
from
magic
firebolt.
missile
Oh, you
instead
did
of-
magic missile, so that was the
Firebolt,
18,
so-
the 29 points of force damage. Okay, and then roll your breath weapon, and then anybody who wants to try an ability to hit these things, go ahead and roll it for me. I'm gonna pee real quick. I gotta.
You got my thing though, right?
Yes.
All I got's wall of fire. So I'm
just
not.
dashing after the eye.
I don't have
I'm
anything.
just throwing
to
up into my
cast.
hands, so I mean, you know.
I'm just really glad I walked away before all of that happened. Granted, I lost a fucking toenail.
I'm going for the eye.
Oh, I am too. Race you for it.
Yeah, I'll race you for it. Let's see who's closer. Because you stormed off.
I did, but I stormed off downstairs.
I'm right next to Vicer, so I think I might be closer.
Have to see. I have one.
Ready,
I have
break!
I have one healing hands left.
Hope you don't need it, bud.
Well, I needed 2 of them to fucking heal my toe.
You learn.
Yeah. Don't.
Learn that I'm a big, strong boy!
Big strong boy. I should let go of things before my toenail comes out in the future.
Ain't that the truth?
Is that charging?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we.
Okay. I can't see it from here.
Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, you're at 56.
Cool.
All right, so all right, we got breath weapon, we've got magic missile. Anybody else doing anything?
Me and Zephyr
Yeah,
are
I'm
racing to
going.
the eye.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm going
perfect.
for
So
the eye.
for both of you, acrobatics checks to see how quickly you can make it there. Stop whispering me.
Damn it! I'm sorry.
Okay, so he rolled a 20 for
Damn it, I
the
don't know why I clicked it again.
for everybody's. And you can watch the stream if you're curious. Okay,
How far away is he?
so it rolled. Let me put you guys all where you need to be.
Well, I walked away because of my toe.
Yeah, that's why your DC was lower because it rolled to about here. And so you get about here. She gets about there. He'll stay there. Panicked. He's gonna take a step forward. Rashildalin is barely gonna look up as this happens, and then breath weapon. Okay, so as the body starts to dissipate, instantly, Viser, you just grab at your shoulder and throw, and the rest of you see the spark of light fly, just a tiny glimmer before it explodes into these magical kind of missiles that are flying, and they leave up behind this prismatic trail of every color before they hit into these this wily group of wiggling worms that are trying to escape and explode as Bloodscale, the head left in his hands, just instantly releases ice, freezing him into a solid block and crushes it in his hands. Kind of like vomit. Yes, kind of like vomit. Meanwhile, the two of you jumping for it, Zephyr, as you turn and you just instinctively leap towards the gem that's skittering down the stairs, and Uza, you hear the skidding and look, and it's just right there, and you just do a quick dive, and as you dive, you jump forward, reaching for it, grab it, pull it to your chest, and roll.
I'm gonna take a look. Is there king still in it?
Perception check.
Ah.
I run up to him and then I look with him.
Both with advantage, actually, because you know what you're looking for now. 21 and 23. Okay, so as you guys are desperately looking, Uza, you see just this as you're turning it. You see you almost miss it because it's as the light shines across this one particular prism of this crystal. You see just the very moment of the image of the king and Zephyr. As you see him stop for a second, and as he stops, he holds it just right so you can see in the one facing you the image of the king looking at you, and you see him kind of giving you a please gesture.
I'm gonna hold it out to Zephyr while still maintaining contact with it and same time.
Can I do an insight check and run my hands over and kind of get a feel for like if I should cast again or if I should?
Insight's more for trying to read people. An insight check would see if you could read the expression of the king more clearly. This would again be an arcana check if you're trying to figure out something about the object itself.
Okay. Could I do an arcana check? And
Yes,
see
go ahead.
if...
Sorry, I meant if you wanted to do that, go ahead and roll the arcana.
God damn it.
It is such a weird thing. You've never experienced anything like this. This is about as far away from nature magic as something you could think of.
Does anything happen if I touch it?
You similar to Viser. With you, it's less of the feel and flow of magic around you. It's the connection to the earth and nature. And normally, it's so consistent and so strong with you, you don't even think about it. But as you reach out your hand, it almost feels like your hand enters and is alien to you because it's no longer part of this great sphere of influence that is become background in everyday life for you.
Okay. I'm gonna look up at Uza. I'm like, Uza, try casting another heal spell if you got it, okay?
I'm gonna do my last healing hands.
Perfect, and then...
So that's 3 points of healing.
3 points of healing. Alright, and then, Zephyr, are you casting anything into it when you touch it?
I'm paying attention to see if it looks like it does anything. Like,
Okay.
if any of the panic abates from...
Perception check. And as he casts it, you see, you do see as because of you do notice that there's something weird about his healing. It seems to flow from him directly into the crystal. It doesn't seem to gather as like a spell like yours. It seems to be from something beyond spell magic that he's using. And you do see the crystal glow for a second. The rest of you, as you're casting your spells and everything at these Bloodscale, you hold before you a brick. You vomit this ice, and you hold a brick of worms in kind of like the leftovers of the skin of the head While the explosions after they go off after the magic missiles, you see plenty of corpses of worms.
Okay, so I hold on to the stone and I look up at Uza. I'm like, Uza, you need to go get priests right now. Right now.
I'm gonna grab
Fly as
Miznos
fast as you
and because I don't want to go there by myself.
Oh.
I'm gonna literally just grab Miznos and hightail it out of here.
Are we going somewhere?
And,
Need a young priest and an old priest.
Also, since
And I'm going to cast my last heal spell.
Okay, go ahead and cast it.
I doubt mine's gonna do anything, but it's worth a go. Let me see if that does anything.
Okay, so and as you go to cast it, this time you're holding it in your hands and concentrating on it. And you feel the magic pull from the earth up into your it starts at your feet, pulls up into your shoulders, and flows out into your hands. And you're holding it, desperately trying to force the magic into it. And again, you just feel the nature magic reach out, and you almost feel a rejection of this item from nature.
So we need holy magic.
And it
That's what we're
dissipates in your
thinking.
hand.
Yeah. We need holy magic. And I take a healing potion and I try dumping some of the healing potion on it.
Just drop the eye in the potion bottle.
I like that.
I don't think it'll fit, since normally they're
won't
kind of
fit.
fitted, and the gem, so you guys know, is about this big at the top and then kind of centers down, kind of like a. This is gonna
Wait,
sound dumb.
this big at the top? I can't see you.
This big? Oh, sorry. About the size of the palm of a regular size hand at the top.
Okay.
Is there a bowl nearby?
And then it kind of tapers down like a cut diamond, or like, for lack of better reference, the Chaos Emeralds and
Dork. No, is there a bowl nearby?
Fucking nerd.
Oh, I pull a bowl out of my pack, my adventurers thing.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect. Okay.
give him a sweet.
So I
pour a potion into the bowl.
dump. Yeah, so I dump one of my potions in because I have a crap ton. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
That would have been nice to know.
Okay. So you.
Well, you can drink the leftovers because the gem's not gonna drink the bowl.
All right. So and you go ahead and roll the healing for the potion.
What is a regular healing potion?
Brain is dead. Hold on 1 second. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
2d4 plus 2.
Thank you. Perfect. And
So
as you pour the potion over it, you do see the potion lose a little bit of its luster once it gets in close to the gem.
Okay, and I look in the gem and I see if
Perception
the
check.
dude looks a little less panicked.
This time, as you're looking and you're kind of rolling it over, you don't see him.
Shit!
Send the priest!
Yeah, but the priests!
Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Arthur, come on, buddy. All right, my puppy is gone
I am
nuts.
Doug. Fuck you.
Come here, bud. Good boy.
No, I am Doug. Fuck you. Doug, say no.
Mike got up to pee and the pup got out. So.
Doug, say
Arthur,
no.
down, buddy. It's gonna be Mike's seat. All right. All right, just look at this.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pick up the gem and frantically look.
Perfect. And as you pick it up, and you're frantically looking at it, the bits of potion kind of dripping off of it. Roll a perception check, and you heal 2 points of damage.
Cool!
And so as you feel suddenly better, and you look down and you see the potion. As you hold the crystal in your hands, the potion has made its way about halfway down your forearm, and then seems to absorb into you. And again, though, as you're desperately searching, you don't see any signs of anyone inside.
Can I take a good long look at these frozen ass worms?
Yes, go ahead and make a investigation check.
I also have live.
What are
ones
you
in a
looking
jar
for?
If you want to see 'em.
I was just looking at him.
Okay. All right. So as you look at them, they do seem to, even frozen, they seem to have this aura of this kind of black purple around them. Their bodies seem swollen, almost like the closest thing you've seen to it is swollen intestines, taken from pit fighters who were no longer able to fight from engorged organs. They seem full to the brim. But small and kind of veins on against their kind of lightish flesh that you can see.
I'm gonna pull my goggles down and I'm gonna switch to fucking shadow eyes. And look.
Okay. And you guys hear.
Do you think Alcaeus would be mad at us if we sent one through the tube?
Yes. No. Don't touch. No. That's gross.
You know, with a note. He might have seen something like this before. I don't know. Possible.
Gross. Stop being gross.
Whatever. Being gross.
And so
the whole thing's gross. We can't stop it from being gross.
Just throw up on my hands. This is already gross enough.
Do I have any idea where a priest might be?
Who's this working on it? Let me do my thing, damn it.
you guys really haven't come
Shadow
across
eyes.
any temples. So as you guys,
I got a plan.
You hear Bloodscale mutter Chanath. And Shanoth, for a second, you're like, did he say my name? But he didn't say your name. It's just something that sounds super close, which is not convenient for me. And then you see just from under his goggles, just this kind of, you're looking at it as you're kind of watching his face. All of a sudden, you just see this kind of brightness from behind his goggles. As you see where his pupils were, there suddenly seem 2 dots of light. Go ahead and make another perception check.
Okay.
Or investigation, Bloodscale, sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Looking at him with the combination of your night vision goggles, the only thing you pick up on is you can almost see a little bit into the ultraviolet specter realm of things. And at that point, where your normal dark vision would kick in, you do see they almost glow in that type of energy and light. They seem to be not killed, but just trapped. You get the sense that there's something producing energy, if not a magical type of energy, still inside of them, but they are currently trapped within inside of your ice.
Alright, that's fucked. And I switch back to blue.
All right, and then switching back to it. Okay. And then Shenoth, you do see his those 2 points of light behind his goggles fade.
Why don't you put those back on and let me take a real close look at that?
What? What do you want?
Do what you were just doing again.
I could
because
just tell you
something-
what it was.
Okay, why don't you do that?
What?
It's way easier. There's like 3 dragons that live in my brain,
Oh, yeah.
and one of them's all shadowy and was originally, and I could shoot things from my hands.
Oh,
I
so
can
this
still do
is
that.
totally unrelated to the worms. Never mind.
Nope, this is me.
Oh, yeah,
My
yeah.
fucked upness. Don't worry
It's
about
alright.
it.
Forgot that there's some weird amount of backstory. Still.
It's funny, me and Mike
I
were
was
just
gonna
describing
explain that later.
how ridiculous into the lore weeds I got with this campaign. And it's going to be fun to watch Jeff discover
Hey,
all
Shanoff,
of it.
do you have any healing that you can do?
No, I do not.
Anybody want to come see if they can help me see the little dude
Let's-
trapped in the gem, please?
Before
gonna
that,
take-
Just a sec.
I'm gonna-
I'm just gonna. What's Bloodscale doing real quick before we get back? Like we got
I've
some
got
real
a
wicked ADD
frozen
going.
ball of worms. I got a frozen ball of worms in my hand, and I was gonna go look at the gem that I was just asked to look at.
Perfect.
I was gonna put the ball of worms into the bag of holding because I don't think it'll melt in there.
Perfect. So write down ice block of worms in your inventory. And while you were inspecting that, Vicer, I need a perception check from you.
Okay. Where is it? Yeah. Nope.
Okay. That's what I need to know. All right. And so as you see the worms, actually, sorry, not perception. I need an Arcana check from you. That's my bad.
Okay. Feel better.
Yep.
Why do I do this to myself? Okay. So as you were looking where you just cast this magic missile, because all of this is all happening at once. And as you're looking, you do see traces of. And at first you just see them disappearing, and you see there are traces of the same teleportation magic that the king used. And then you just get this. you see like these magical tracers going through the air, and you see them. They head upwards into the northeast.
I've got the trail. He went that fucking way. I don't know what he did, but there's some teleportation magic going on, and he fucking went that way.
Should we go that way?
Yeah. Stay death on the king if you can. Rashildalin, are you with us, or are you staying here?
And with that, Richardson kind of shakes it. No, I'm
Great, you're with us. Let's go.
yeah.
How about we put the guards on the
Gimzek,
king?
you too. Let's roll.
I'm sorry.
Then I'm gonna,
you want
I'm
me
gonna
to?
take off.
Do you
Yes, you too, Fendrick.
Oh
Come on.
no! All right.
Guards, stay here and watch. I suppose.
Hey, sir. Do we clean up at all? This is
Just go. If they're getting away, we'll come back for them.
okay.
Don't bother cleaning. It's evidence.
All right, and
Of
with that,
our crime.
the dwarven guard creates a small circle around the dead king's body that is now just kind of like
What
a
is
flesh
left?
sack, flesh sack. And I need.
Am I
well,
leaving
this was
the gem there?
that's
No.
up to you. What are you doing with the gem?
Yes.
Am I staying?
You make up your damn mind.
Are you staying or are you
You don't have a.
going?
You still have a B ship, and I'm dying. Fuck off.
Should I stay or should I go?
Give the gem to Fendrick.
All right.
and
So
Fendrick
while you're
can
deciding,
stay.
you're deciding, we're gonna cut to Uza. Uza, as you
The gem to Fendrick, and Fendrick can stay.
so one weird thing about this castle is the top is open to the Zealer Akeem up above. And so when they say, go get a priest, you instantly look up, see a free sky, and you take off into the air. I
Damn
need...
it.
Wait, unless there was something else you wanted to do.
I wanted to go to the treasure room. But it's fine.
No. If that's what you would do, that's what you would do.
It would have been one of those things like I would have grabbed treasure on the way out after I saw it because it's shiny. But if I didn't see it, then it's not a thing.
Okay. With the open
My
ceiling,
greed is only when it's shiny.
what would have Uza done?
It up.
Up.
Straight
Okay.
up.
So you fly straight up. I need a perception check from you. 13. All right, so you're scanning the horizon, and well, you're hearing all of this mutter and things below you, and then you're just desperately looking for anything that looks like a religious institution, and you're having a lot of trouble. And about
I'm gonna if I can't immediately see something because there weren't a lot of temples immediately noticeable in the city, right?
that's correct.
It would have been just me dashing towards the away from the castle and towards city proper,
Okay.
using thaumaturgy to call. Kern is saved, but we need clerics. We need holy healers. Holy healers, come to the castle. Kern needs you.
Okay, roll a second perception check. 27. Okay, so you fly forward, you make your announcement, and then as you're about 45 feet in the air, you're 45 feet away from the party, 30 feet in the air, hovering above the castle. You yell this out, and as you finish your proclamation with a 27, you do barely hear, "I've got the trail," from Visair. What do you want to do?
I have no idea what that means, so I'm going.
I'm gonna tell him on the little earpiece.
Okay, and then in your earpiece, a second later, you hear,
Something weird happened with those magic worms. They teleported somewhere. I've got the trail. You should follow us if you can see us.
So we're bailing on the clerics for right now.
Yeah, no, bring him if you can. Why not? Never hurt.
Which way does the trail go? I'm stopping. I'm hovering. I'm like looking for him to point.
you see him point upwards and then to
And
the
I
northeast.
I just want to use minor illusion to cut a trail directly where I've seen it
Perfect.
to show everyone else where it goes.
gonna
So
see
you
if I
see
can-
this, this trail made of it's light pink, and it's just this kind of glowing trail that points upwards, and you see, it's pointing to the top of this spiral staircase that, looking down onto the you see it pointing, and then you look down and you see them in this throne room, and you see that the passage must be somewhere in the back of the room to the northwest before it heads up northeast.
Yeah, I'm gonna go towards the passage and then work my way to the throne room and try to open it from the opposite side.
Perfect. And tracing it, you all see Uza kind of spiraling down. Make an investigation check with advantage since you know where you're looking. Whew, don't
Yeah,
be.
buddy.
Jesus. Okay. And so as you're tracing it down, you're just like, knowing the back alleys and escapes and emergency escapes all throughout like every culture you've ever encountered. And as a Kenku, you're like, yeah, oh, he's not even good at this. And as you guys see Uza fly down on the back wall, you see he flies down to the very corner, and then he reaches up and he grabs. There's just a stone. There's many stone dwarf faces that adorn the wall. He grabs one, and then you see he's looking at it. He just puts his hand over the beard, and he pulls down on the beard, and the beard grows longer, and then just this as the whole corner of the room opens up into this passage that is a spiral staircase headed up.
You guys, I found it.
Yeah, you
I have
fucking do it.
decided what to do.
Okay, what are you doing?
So I'm running over here to him, and I am handing the gem to him, and I am telling him to throw all of the healing at it as possible.
All right, I'll let them know.
Holy healing.
Holy healing.
All the holy healing.
Wasn't this in a fucking... Okay.
King's trapped in there. Might be the real king.
What the fuck?
This king was worms. It's
real
it's
king
probably the real
is in
king
there.
Okay.
He might be cool, so don't kill him if he comes out. Look at you, Rash.
Hey, I'm coming with you.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
All
I'll
right,
be
bye.
back for him. All right, so, and with that, you guys start making your way up to this spiral staircase.
It's a Dwarven problem, not my problem.
And so as you guys kind of make your way...
I kind of rolled pretty good on the investigation for this call.
I'm like
gonna,
running.
I'm gonna take.
We
point
already said that
as
wasn't
we're
one of the
hauling ass.
Morpheus gems,
Perfect.
right?
What's that?
I said we already said that wasn't one of the Morpheus gems, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And looking at it is far too large to be one as well.
Okay.
All right, so as you guys start running, I need a marching order. You said, Uza, you wanted to take point
Yeah, I'm
since
gonna
you were
try
the
to take
discoverer.
point, yeah.
All right, who was behind Uza?
I will.
Shanoff.
Behind Bloodscale and Shanoff.
So
I
Uza,
run from the back.
Uza, Bloodscale, Shanoth, Zephyr,
I'm gonna be in the
Viser,
middle.
Fendrick, and then oh no, sorry. Uza, sorry, Mesnos would be between Viser and Zephyr. So many Z's and V's. How did you guys even do that? And then it would be Fendrick, and then leading up the rear, still thinking about his life, is Rashildolin. All right, perfect. And then so as you guys kind of make your way up, the walls seem to have a line of the Zealer Akeem carved into them. And as you're running, you're noticing that they're no longer the dark blue that you're used to. Every color seems to shine through them as you guys are running up. There are vivid greens, purples, blues, yellows.
Guys, this is good. Cloudic told me this is the one that they're supposed to look. We're doing great.
And as you as you keep running, you reach the top of the stairs, and you see there's a couple of carts, large carts, that have been delivering what appears to be some sort of ore onto what looks like a conveyor belt. Give you an idea what you can see in here. So, and as you run up, this is the image you see is you see these big pieces of flattened ore and scraps. You see some of them even look like leftover from pieces of confiscated armor and shields, disappearing into what looks to be a glowing orange door that opens and closes, opens and closes.
I'm gonna
And then-
Arcana check the door.
To your right, where I'm pinging, I don't know if you can see it. You do see a door,
Okay.
and your Arcana check. As you're looking over there, you instantly reach out. You instantly just kind of access your innate arcane senses. and you just don't feel any particular spikes of magic close.
No magic.
Check the door. for
Do I still have the trail
Investigation.
for them? Is it still lit?
The trail.
I got
the
that
f-
26 and whatnot.
Roll another Arcana check for me. It's
And with
fading,
advantage?
but it does feel a little bit to the north and a little bit to
Oh,
the
I didn't
east.
roll another one yet.
Oh, sorry, that was Uza's investigation. Roll an Arcana check.
With advantage, because I
Yes.
Because I haven't.
Yeah, it's something you've
idea where
interacted
it
with
is.
before. Yeah, you know the type of magic you're looking for. So go and roll with advantage. 14. Okay, so yeah, you still feel the pull to the north, and it's only slightly to the east now.
Okay, it's north and slightly to the east.
Checking the door for traps. I'm not really looking
Perfect.
at anything else.
Investigation on a 15. You're looking at the door. It does have a heavy metal handle, and you're looking at it, and it appears to be locked but not trapped.
I'm gonna pick it.
Thieves' tools.
I'm not gonna pick it. Bloodscale, kick the door.
So as you see, Uza kind of fiddling with his lock picking, he kind of gets a hook in there and he goes to turn it, and then as he puts pressure, one of your lock picks breaks.
God damn it.
It's not a good day to be used.
5.
and then he yells out for you to kick it.
I'm gonna run up and drop kick the door like I'm in the WWE.
Athletics, advantage because it's technically a push check. 17. And as you see Bloodscale run up, boom! He crashes into the door and it dents inwards.
Do it again!
Roll it again. Boom! And it dents even further.
Do it again!
And with the last one, hold on. You take 7 points of damage through your efforts as you bludgeon the door
care.
open with your shoulder. But the last one, you see him just run,
I was
and
just,
then
I
boom!
was just about to kick it to see if I could be the straw that broke the camel's back.
And the last one,
My -1 strength.
you
You're not
see
getting in my way, or else you're
Bloodskill
getting kicked.
bust the door open, and I'll go and put you guys in. And as you guys enter the room, you see a bunch of weapons and things that are being made, but they're very strange. All of their handles come down into the same ending.
Kind of ending. Is it like a
Roll
Kind of ending that can be attached to those spider things,
Rolling
obviously.
in-
Shit.
Spider things or fucking Warforged.
roll
for
an
sure.
intelligence check. Anybody who wants to investigate them?
good? My plus.
Evil Dead made one of these
I'm
things.
dumb, but I know this shit.
Zephyr, give me one of those big ass healing potions or
You don't
whatever you
know.
got, please.
Yes,
Alright, so-
I am giving him. Where's
I love how I keep nat 20ing on things.
God damam it.
superior
important.
healing potion?
They're like midline.
So go and roll the superior for him, and then Uza, you're the only one. As you're looking at it, you're like, these are definitely made to be attached to machines.
Roll 8
These-
d4 plus 8.
Things hurt a lot, but these are smaller than those
I'll
big ass
do it.
bastards.
Guys, there's probably
Easier. I'll
smaller
do it.
constructs up ahead. You know, the ones that fucked us up really good. So be ready with that slow. And are there any bows?
Yeah, these fingers
There
aren't
are
as
no
magic
bows.
as they were.
They're exactly as they show. There's a long sword, a short sword, a great axe, a great hammer, and then
I'll take that short sword.
short sword. Okay, right. Short sword, mechanical ? In your inventory.
What would happen if I put this
What else
shield
is
on my
there?
back?
You don't know.
I mean, like, practically armor-wise.
So you do know that to get the advantage from a shield, the advantage that comes with it is being able to move it in combat, which is what gives you the +2 from wielding a shield. You get the idea. Putting it on your back would probably only give you a +1 and would weigh you down, so you'd probably lose some movement with your relative strength.
Alright.
All right, and then you see 2 doors, one to the right of the room and one to the left.
There was only one shield.
There's only one shield. It's
What
gigantic.
else is in the room? Did
We
you
don't
say?
have a lot of time to
So,
search,
I'm
guys.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check for which door to go through.
Check for traps on whichever one he points.
All right, so your Arcana check leads you almost directly north, and it's pulling slightly to the east.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go through. You said there's this door and a door here?
Over here.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, there's that door too, to the north and to the east.
All right, let's. I'm gonna point towards that door and say,
Oh,
"You went that way."
Perfect. And as you go up to it, investigating it, you do notice that this one is open, and there doesn't seem to be any traps.
guys, we're fine. I'm gonna open and push it open.
Rock and roll.
All right, so as you
I follow.
as you open it, the rest of you, everybody kind of makes their way through. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I want to keep the marching order.
Everyone, yeah.
Mind if I take a superior healing potion myself?
Roll it.
What the shit?
No,
am
I'm
I
just gonna
looking
take
at?
a regular healing potion. It's 2d4.
Yep, go ahead. 2d4 plus 4.
These metal
2d4
rooms?
plus 2.
2, sorry. So as you're looking out, you see that there's this dome glass in front of you. There seems to be several controls. You're not sure exactly what they do, but looking down, you see all the way down the mountain. This seems to be a peninsula that juts out from the top of the mountain, and you look down and you are miles above the earth, higher than you've ever flown,
Like at the top of the mountain?
at the very top of the mountain.
Shit.
Yeah, that staircase took quite a bit. You guys got really, really far up into the air this time. So as you're looking down, yeah, you're looking down into the depths below from this this vantage point.
Got healing. Guys, we should go.
You did?
Well, I mean, you said I was because I was up in the.
Oh,
Which way?
funny. All right, which way do you guys want to go? So from this room, there only seems to be this door over here.
This door.
Yep.
Do I still? Oh,
So down and to the right then.
Looking for traps.
can we
Doesn't-
see? What do we see through this?
So-
Is there a window here?
There is a window there. Actually, you know what?
Can I see any walkway or anything I'm looking for?
So at this point, it is like it's pretty dark, but you do looking out. You look to the left and you see there is a walkway over here. You see there's more of this metal that has been constructed that you can go down towards. So you get the idea that if you went left, you could still go north. Looking to the right, you just see
Okay.
vast emptiness.
All right, so let's keep rocking the left direction then.
And,
Investigation for the door.
perfect.
Traps.
Traps. As you inspect the door, you find no traps and you find it unlocked.
Let's kick it open. Let's go.
And you guys move forward a little bit, and there's another door.
Investigate for traps.
Investigate for traps. On this one, you do find a small, it looks like electricity-based trap.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh, I got that shit. These tools. I'm gonna disarm that crap.
Perfect advantage because it's
Thank
electricity.
gosh.
All right, and then so
For real?
with that,
That would've been bad.
as you reach out and you think you know what it is, and you reach for what you think it is, and as you're reaching out like a kind of a talent to or as you're reaching out trying to flip it, all of a sudden this spark leaps to you, and all of a sudden you're like, nope. Oh, and then it seems to guide your hand almost, and you reach out and you see this. There's some runes over kind of inside of the lock, and so you're like, oh, and you kind of flip your tools around instead of trying to instead of assigning to one of the tumblers like you thought it was a discharged in the tumbler, so the unlock would discharge into you. You see, it's actually a rune at the back of it that is revealed with when you turn the handle, and so with that, you pull your curved thieves tool, you reach in the other one, and you just cut through the rune, deactivating it.
Guys, there's a rune at the back, but don't worry, I got it. Nope.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
I put way too much effort
Cantrips
into
have
that,
to
didn't I?
I appreciated it.
All right, perfect. So, as you guys move in, you
I
start.
appreciate just blood scale in games. Like, nope, we're going.
Perfect. And you guys move forward, and as you do, the room that you move into is really warm. There's the wall closest to you. You do feel a decent amount of heat off of.
I must spit on it.
And as you spit, there's this.
I'm not gonna touch that wall.
Okay.
Guys, I think this is a secret volcano lair.
well, those are never good.
What's a volcano? Also, has everything been made out of metal? Like, is this
Everything
like
has
metal
been.
platforms?
Everything has been crafted
totally
from metal.
Something we have. Because there's nothing been like this in Kern, right? It's all
No.
been stone.
No, this is all metal plates. It is very weird.
Felt very hard.
It's okay. One foot will click less
Sorry.
than the other.
I'm gonna hop on that one primarily.
You can fly, right? Like,
Not in here. That's only about a 7-foot ceiling. It's
Hover,
vaulted for dwarves.
Oh, wait. I will be bending over then.
Yeah, you see Shadoff has kind of got his head over like this sort of thing.
Watch that
Even
wall.
Bloodscale's getting a little cramped with his size.
So where are we going? We headed. What have we run into?
So, and you guys keep heading north. I just wanted to get that flavor in there. And as
okay.
as you guys are headed out, you see heated metal coming out of the this room behind you, and you see it as it leaves, you see runes flare, and it seems to shape into different shapes and continue down. It looks like large pieces of armor. Ray of Frost, what are you frosting?
I'm just gonna hit one of them with Ray of Frost, see if it shatters.
Perfect. How close? Can you ping how close or down along the sand blue arm you're firing?
Just one of the really warm ones, one of the
Perfect.
hottest ones. Just
All right. And so as you fire into one, you fire into this big chest piece, and then as as the cold hits it, you see it crack down the middle and almost pop apart.
Is there anything in the chest piece, like gears or
In the-
mechanical workings?
It's empty.
It's just armor.
All right, let's rock. We'll keep
Preparing
running.
for war.
And then you guys continue along, running up.
Hot, 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 hot.
Hot.
Hot, 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 hot. All right,
Nope.
and then so you make your way up to another door.
Investigation. Checking for traps.
Hit it.
Rogues. It's what they do.
19. As you're looking at it, there's no traps, but this lock is complicated.
I'm gonna try it.
Hit it.
I'm not gonna try it. Let's go kick the door.
And as you put your thieves' tools in, you look at it and you're like, this isn't fair. The tumblers are in a V. I can only hit one tumbler. What the fuck? Fuck this!
Nope.
You back up as Bloodscale gets up and starts ready to batter down the door. What's your Arcana check for?
I was gonna see if there's any magic trap on any magic to the lock.
Okay. You
Or
don't.
anything it might be used like weak against.
Okay, you don't feel any particular magic near as you see
I figured.
Bloodscale get ready to batter down the door. Strength check, Bloodscale.
What do you want me to do?
Kick the door
Check
in.
this. 13th.
Bam! And it bends a little.
Do it again. Do it again.
Bam! Bends a little more.
They're so gonna know we're coming. Do it again.
And this time, when you hit it, it blasts across the room and just kind of rolls around. And with your 20, you saved yourself from damage because you were that fucking pissed off at it because you're a barbarian.
You're
All
right.
And then so as Bloodscale, you walk into the room, you see rows and rows of what look like fully completed suits of armor. They all look dwarvish in make,
Oh.
and that's okay.
Do any of them look like they're
Following you.
gonna move at me?
And as go ahead and make it in.
I'm also going to look to see if these are what the sword's attached to.
Okay,
My
perfect. So
natural 20.
everybody, go ahead and make some investigation checks for checking these things out.
You get advantage from my nat 20 earlier. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
because of what you. Oh shit! Fucking. Oh, just rolled a 19 again. All right.
They look fun to me.
Guys, why are we slowing down?
So,
Even I didn't do that bad. Shit.
Vicera, with your lack of knowledge about armor in general, you're like, who needs fucking armor? It's armor. Of course it is. They've been building armor for war. That's what they're fucking doing.
Should just use magic. It's so obvious.
Shanoth, as you get closer to them, it's strange. You reach out and you kind of like touch one, and you feel
Reach out.
it's not ki, but it is a cousin to ki, a life energy stirring somewhere deep, but it's almost like a copy of life. Uza, as you're looking at them, you're like, wait a minute, no, this is just like those big spider things, but it's a person, it's a dwarf, and but it is definitely asleep
I'm
or
going to
dead.
immediately back up, and I'm gonna shoot the piece that's right there next to Shenoth, hoping that I get sneak attack because he's next to it.
Perfect. Roll an attack.
He's 8.
Oh, if they were sleeping.
16.
Child.
And
8.
as you fire your bow, roll your
Oh,
sneak
jeez.
attack damage.
God, we're dead.
Just aggro.
Yeah, like it's not gonna wake up anyway with us being in here. We kicked in a door.
And as you fire the bow, the arrow lands directly into the neck, and you just hear it. And Shanoth, as you're reaching out, you feel that copy of life just extinguish.
Are the worms
And it
anywhere
never
about?
moves. investigation check.
Is there any
Arcana,
kind
though,
of
right?
is there any kind of indication that what I did was helpful?
Not on
Or
the
did I
outside, no.
So I just shot a piece of armor.
Yeah, to you, depending on what Shanna tells you.
Looking for worms.
Please, can we
20.
just run?
So 20, you feel the pull from over here.
Okay, over there.
These are somehow replicas or imitations or thefts of life. They're almost like golems.
Did I kill it?
That's great. We need to go.
Did I kill
Alright,
it?
let's
let's hope they
before we
don't
wake
kill
up
us when
every-
we come back.
Yeah, let's go. I don't have the spells to survive any of this. We need to go now.
Okay. Go and Shanath, I know you're. Go and respond to his question when he asked you if they.
I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Did I kill it?
Yes, you killed it. Whatever it was,
should
it
we kill the
died.
rest? I
I'm
feel
not
like-
exactly sure it was evil.
Don't have time.
It's a machine built by bad.
I don't have time.
I've waited guilt
We
trip
don't
me,
have-
man.
Perfect.
We don't
And
know.
as you're saying this, Visair and Bloodscale both run off and towards this other
I'm
room.
gonna chase after blood.
Yeah, I'm running towards them.
So
I'm not.
everybody kind of makes their way over, and Visair,
so
with
bad.
your
Big crystal.
as you turn the corner, Visair. Oh, hold on, let me extend your.
Well, I didn't.
Hold on, 1 second.
What's happening here?
Sorry. I
Right
put
ahead.
I put a wall where I didn't need one. That's my fault.
On anything that I don't.
Oh, no. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and. All right, sorry guys. Let me just. Really
It's
time.
okay. Take your time. I'm sure we're about to die in about 2 minutes.
All right, you've seen enough anyway, so I'm just gonna delete that so you guys can see what's going
You've
on.
seen enough. Fuck it.
Okay.
So as Visair, as you round this corner, you see the worms crawling in. There's a bunch of arcane symbols on the floor, and then you see the stone over here is it has a faint glow, and it's pulsing through the same colors of the Zealer Akeem. Hold on to that thought.
I was just gonna shoot the worms before they could get into stuff.
Perfect. And as you round the corner, you see the last of the worms wriggling into this innate dwarvish form, and there's the dwarf form sits up. You'll get your magic missile attack, and then from there, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Initiative.
Okay.
I kill some worms, man. Don't have to do it. City.
So by not clicking on the button in the top left, and clicking the actual initiative button, it's much better.
this thing is like pulsing with magic.
That's pulsing with the colors of the Zealer Akeem.
Gotcha.
All right, so it's gonna be its turn first.
Mezzy got 21.
Oh, Mezzy got a 21.
Yeah, it didn't add right. I just had to change it, but it's
Oh.
right there in green.
My
Mezzy got
bad, my bad.
21.
I rolled for him, but I forgot you were rolling for him. So we'll go and give Mesnos the first turn as he sees this dwarvish construct sit up. And
Does he? Is that a wall?
Hold on. Oh yeah, there'd be a wall. Let me put you guys in more realistic places as
Is this a
as you
wall
get
or
around
is
the
this a
corner.
platform?
So you were running back a little bit. You would be here. These two will put it here, and then you can go there. All right, perfect. So this that is a wall. This is a wall. The only opening is right. Visair is right in front of that opening where you see it.
None of us, other than him and Zephyr, get up.
Yeah, only him and Zephyr see the worms wriggling in, and you see Visair instantly grab at how many of these do you have left on your robe?
This was just a normal magic missile.
Oh, magic. So you just see him
It's level 2 magic missile.
reach out his hand, and you see from his fingertips fly all of these magic pulsating prismatic missiles fly out and then concentrate on and explode on something into the room that he turns the corner of, panic crossing his face.
Were you doing the room or were you doing the gem?
He fired at
I
the
was
thing
trying
in the
to
room.
shoot the worms before they got in the construct.
Perfect. As you fired in them, so you would have fired, they would have gone in the construct, and it would have hit onto the construct. Because you.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
Worms be quick, yo.
Perfect. And then, so what would Mesnos want to do?
So Mezos knows something's shitty in the room.
Yes.
Is there any cabling that's going from this gem? That's to the room?
He does see that it is that the gem is set into the whatever it is stuck into. and he just sees its pulsing doesn't seem to change too much.
All right, fine.
Hey, I know what I wanna be.
As he gets
Oh, thank
to
God,
right
that's
about
right. Zephyr
here.
stuff can do things.
Can you see the guy?
I'm just thinking
Did
about
not
how
hear.
fucked we are.
Okay, so he hits there, and then
Can you see the?
yes,
Douchebag?
from there he would be able to see this sitting dwarvish form. Both hit. Roll damage. 20 points of damage coming out from the Rat Man.
Skaven.
All right, we'll go Skaven. Fuck it. All right, and then any bonus actions
Damn,
from
Warhammer nerds. That's what he gets.
Perfect. All right, so with that, it'll bring us to its turn, and you see little pieces in the armor. You hear just, and it seems to heal a little bit. And then it is going to run forward. It's going to make 2 axe attacks against Visair.
That's not,
26 and 24.
that's really not good.
Yeah, that's a miss.
23 points of slashing damage.
That's too many.
All right, and then with that,
Should have taken a short rest, guys.
that'll bring us to Bloodscale's turn.
Let the worms
Would've been
escape
able to-
into these golems? No.
Oh my goodness.
Up. Nope. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Right
Okay,
there.
Yep, you got plenty of movement, no problem.
Voice.
Great weapon master. Wait, rage? Rage.
Do you have any
Rage.
rages left?
I had 2 left, so yes.
Yeah, you're good.
So yeah, I can
yeah,
rage.
yeah, you
Rage.
can.
Great
Rage.
weapon master.
So, 19 and a 20.
Mhm.
Both of those hit.
Noise.
Roll your damages. 20, 20,
30,
60 points of
because it's
damage
plus-
coming out from the motherfucking barbarian.
60.
I
Fucking
didn't crit.
Because they were both,
god
Great
damn.
Weapon Master gives them a plus 10
Yeah.
damage on each.
Minus 5 to hit, but plus 10 damage.
Yeah, and you didn't even need reckless, which is the craziest shit about that. You rolled a fucking oh my god, 14 and a 15. Jesus Christ. All right, yeah. And as the figure is seemingly focused entirely on Visair, you see a Bloodscale run, and he kind of quickly circles around and goes for some attacks at the back of the dwarf, and he just right into the metal. And he yanks his sword out, and he brings up it again, and then brings it down, and you see the kind of dwarvish form kind of, as he slits into the armor, it cracks open. You can see some of the worms on the inside, and the head and body are off to one side as it is still holding the axe in front of it. Uza, you're up.
I'm going to fly over yonder.
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action hide.
Okay, roll this self check. Okay.
And then I'm going to attack the Warforged guy, or the fucking stupid construct guy.
Perfect. Roll a regular attack because you
That's
didn't
fair.
pass the perception, but
But
still get sneak
either
attack.
way, I was going to do sharpshooter because I
Okay.
thought I was going to.
Perfect.
So I'll still do sharpshooter.
Perfect. So -5 from your attack.
Yeah.
20 -5 does not hit.
Damn it!
And so as you duck, you fly over real quick, pull the bow, and then you hide for a second. Like, that should be good. And as you release the attack, it flies straight towards the eye socket of the golem, and then just tink, the axe comes down and resets.
God bless everybody.
Zephyr, you're up.
Okay, I want to use my Ring of the Ram.
Ring of the Ram.
It makes an attack roll with a +7 bonus. I don't have it on my attack.
Roll a d20 plus 7.
Okay. So, hang on.
Is that a spell attack or a physical attack? Do you have to be next to it?
It's
do you
a
know?
ring attack. I don't have to be next to it. It's within 60 feet of
Perfect.
me.
All right. So,
So,
6 plus
+7.
7 misses.
Fuck. Ah, okay.
So,
and
you
then
guys
I'm
watch
gonna
as-
use-
Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Oh, go for it.
You guys watch as you see Zephyr pull up her hand, clench it in a fist, and you see the spirit of a ram kind of blast out, only half formed, galloping towards the construct, and then it hits the wall next to it, denting and exploding outwards, but barely missing the construct itself.
And then I'm going to use my movement to wedge myself between Viser and the dude here, and then I am going to shape change and try to push him away.
Okay.
And shape change into
I do
an
not.
Ankylosaurus.
Ankylosaurus. Oh no, you've seen one in your vision. Never mind. Ankylosaurus. I remember that. All right, so make a just a strength check. See how far Viser is pushed out of the way, because he's getting pushed out of the way. Okay, 11.
I'm gonna roll against it. No, I'm just kidding.
So with that, Zephyr steps in front of you, and you're like, "All right, we can do." And then she starts to expand outwards, and the tail kind of, her tail kind of pulls up, and then as it pushes you backwards, it grows and shoves you back almost to the wall, but you don't crash into it, as this giant form of an Ankylosaurus takes up where she was.
What the fuck is that?
That's me protecting the hell out of Viser so he doesn't die.
No, that's Uza going, the shit!
Yeah, Uza's never seen a Ankylosaurus.
I'm a
Stop it,
dinosaur, bitches!
I have seen
That's
you
a
turn into
weird-looking
an
dragon.
orc and a polar bear.
Technically, it's a flightless burb.
And a tiger.
Perfect, and that'll bring us to Viser.
I'm gonna run up
I
to
rolled an
this.
11.
Oh, you rolled an 11. It didn't come up for me.
I am
All right,
not
so that'll bring us
magnet.
to. Let me put you back in here, buddy. Shanoff, the
Shanoff,
living
the
monster.
living-
Oh shit! Sorry, Shut
No, it's okay. I wasn't going to interrupt your turn. That's totally fine.
Such a courteous player.
Such a courteous.
Fendrick didn't get on the list either.
Fendrick isn't on there? Okay.
Perfect.
How fortunate.
He's busy shitting his pants.
Yeah, right now, yeah. All right, Shanoff, what would you like to do?
Okay. God, I have no key points. I have nothing. I will run up here, and I will double hook sword him in the face.
Roll it.
Ouch, punch.
20 hits, 27 crits. God damn, dude. Okay, roll and then roll the crit damage. So, okay, so you rolled a 4 plus 3, so 8 plus 3, so that's 11, not 8. And then plus 8, 19 points of damage. Fucking up this construct. And you see, as Shanoff runs up, you see he pulls down the each of his hook swords, and then as he's coming down, the construct goes to block it, and at the last minute, he reverses his grip. And you see this, he's large enough that the hook sword spins in his hand. So as he's coming down, it spins down and he pulls it up and hooks the helmet off of the construct. And the helmet clacks to the ground to the side as worms are kind of riling out at the top of it. And then the next attack, he brings down his other hook sword down towards where the gap is, and he jams it into the armor. And he kind of wriggles around and pulls it out, and you see just blood and cut in half worms fly out of the middle of it.
Neat.
And your bonus action.
That was my arm strike, which I don't
Oh,
think.
11 does not hit. Okay. And then he goes for, and as he pulls out, he jumps up and goes for a flying knee, but without the head, it's a little too short as it ducks under his blow. And that'll bring us to Viser.
Alright, I'm gonna run over by this thing.
Perfect.
What does this look like? What's the vibe I'm getting from this crystal? Just as an observer.
Observer, innately magical, not necessarily. You get the idea that it's used for something in this room, but you didn't see it change or do anything as the worms entered in this thing, so you're kind of iffy on it.
Can I pull it out of there though?
Yes, use your action to make a strength check.
Strength, not my strength. If you know what I'm saying.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Funny.
How's the dwarf robot looking?
It's cut in half, missing its helmet. It's messed up.
It's still moving though?
It's standing in front of an Ankylosaurus. Yeah, still moving.
I'm gonna pull this crystal out.
Strength check.
You guys look like you've got that. Yeah, alright. Let's try it. Strength check! 0 strength! Damn it!
And so, as you
He's
go,
not a strong boy.
as you go to pull it out, you go to pull it up. Actually, you didn't even do enough for that. So as
Telekinesis.
you guys see Visair go, I've got it, guys! And he runs over and he grabs the crystal, and you see him go to pull up on it, but all of his silken clothing makes it super slippery as he pulls his arms around it, and he just slides up, and he almost cracks himself in the face with his hands. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you hit yourself in the face as your hands come across.
At least he didn't slip a disc.
Crit fail.
And then a bonus action. I believe you have some sorcery points left from your fifth level conversion, right?
Yeah, but I don't. I need them.
Always cry.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Crying is a free
Crying,
action.
crying is a free action, right?
Crying is a free action. Just ask the king.
Oh, you can't. He's stuck in an
I'm
eyeball.
going to
Too soon.
I'm going to convert a second level spell to sorcery points.
Perfect. All right. Write down your sorcery points, and that'll bring us to. It's technically Rashildlin because he has a better dexterity. So as Rashildlin, he runs up, he vaults off the head of the Ankylosaurus in front of him. He's like, one day this shit'll stop. And then he fucking.
Not this day.
God damn it! I entertain myself too much sometimes. I'm like,
I thought it was funny.
I'm like an 8-year-old. All right, so as he does, as he leaps off the head, he tries to bring all of his weight down under his dagger attack. So he's gonna be. Since he's flanking, gets advantage. Oh my god! Oh man, you guys couldn't see that. Okay, so he crit.
Oh.
He got a 28,
I see it.
and then that means his. So you guys will be
Sneak
able to see his sneak attack.
Guy's a murder machine.
Dude, he is a murder fucking
Gonna
machine.
do more damage than I did.
I mean,
Maybe.
so 19 times 2, which is 38, plus 12, which is 50,
50.
plus another. Already rolled it. Plus another 58. So almost. And so as he vaults off, you see him as he's just kind of almost falling from the sky at this point. He holds his that shadow, the dagger down, and you see the shadows almost pull off of his back into his knife as he stabs it into the hole where it is. And then you see as he strikes into it, just a flash of like. Almost like it's a reverse of a light flash, where it's darkness where it would have been. And you see the out of the cracks of these armor, these kind of black flash hits, and then retreats. And this thing is barely holding itself together.
Uzo looks very self-conscious that there's another rogue out-roguing him right now. And just really hopes that his 12 stealth is hiding his shame.
Wait. That'll bring us to Fendrick. Fendrick is running low on spells, so he's just gonna go throw do a chill touch. We can get somebody else. 18 will hit.
Love chill touch.
10 points of necrotic damage, and with chill touch, that means the next person to make an attack against it. Or no, sorry. I know what that does. You guys won't. But chill touch hits, and you see as you see Rashildlin dives down onto the top of it. You see at the same time almost Fendrick be like. You see him point. You hear him mutter something, and you see just this this ghostly skeletal hand almost reach out from the ground and then scrape down the visage of this construct. And that'll bring us to Mesnos.
Okay.
No play.
Sucky. It's a bit fucky.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Does a crit fail hit Bloodscale?
All right.
Probably hits that giant fucking
Oh.
lizard between those two.
So 11 misses, and the agonizing blast. Go and roll damage for it.
Oh no.
From that point, unfortunately, because how forward down the Ankylosaur would go, that is going to be 14 points of force damage to Bloodscale because you are taller than the dwarf he was aiming at.
Halved.
Half to 7.
That's max fucking damage on that thing too. I rolled a 10.
Five.
That'll bring us back to the war. This dwarvish construct, and you see part of its wounds start to close together, and it is going to. You see it kind of take a second, and then you hear this. And
Goddamn worm Power Rangers, man.
go Power Worm Rangers.
You got dang old worms, man. Squish 'em.
Man, don't even know what to do about them. They come up and bam.
Oh.
man.
And then fire leaps out and around it. I need
Balls.
everybody within a 10-foot radius of it. Oh, there is no save on this. Okay, so you just see fire engulf it. It doesn't actually hurt you.
Not until we attack.
And then it's going to do it 2 attacks. And
Aw.
it's going to do it against the thing that fucked it up the most.
Bring it, bitch.
Yeah, not fucking me.
And then 2 axe attacks. 10 and 14 both miss.
What?
And as the fire erupts around it, it kind of goes to attack and completely misses. Bloodscale, you're up.
We're going big.
Going
We're gonna
big.
get hurt. Big. Let's go grab the master tap, boys.
Oh wait, did you use reckless attacks?
No, he
Nope.
didn't.
Okay.
They were flanking like a motherfucker, son.
Perfect. That's true. Okay, and then so I guess are these great weapon?
Yep.
All right, yeah, those fucking hit. 22, 26, and then you will take 22 points of fire damage, reduced to 11. And as you're attacking into this, how do you want to do this?
Nice.
Just blind rage, chopping like a maniac.
Perfect. And so as you
Like
guys,
Shilvelin was stabbing earlier, that's how I'm chopping.
and you see as they fire engulfs this construct, and it misses both of its strike. You see just something. It's almost visible, the snap inside of Bloodscale as, and as he rages, almost you feel the air get colder, and as he brings up his axe, you see just this slight bit of frost tip the edge of his axe. He brings it down, and then
I'm
he.
sorry, I have to correct your flavor.
Oh really? Are you still in?
I have
Shen-off?
blue eyes right now.
Oh, you went blue. I'm so sorry. I think it went back
Yeah,
to
he's a
normal.
blue-eyes white dragon. Get it right.
Duh,
Damn it.
motherfucker.
All right, so
Only 5 of them.
You activated
my
my
blue
trap
eyes.
card, bitch.
You activated my trap card.
as he
You
pulls up the
go.
axe, you see almost this spark from his eyes leap to his axe and then down his arm again. And then as he brings it down, the arc that goes to his heart flies out from his heart down his hand. As he brings it down, the electricity flying through, you see it connect with the this thing that's enshrouded in fire. The fire leaps out, but the electricity leaps in, and you see it shock through the form as it wrecks forward, its arms going akimbo. And then he pulls back another one, hits it, sparks flying everywhere. You see fried worms flying everywhere as he pulls back again and again and again and again as he just pounds this metal thing into the dirt. You see around it the corpses of dozens and dozens of burnt to the crisp worms.
Do we see any worms going to the other armors?
Everybody make a perception check.
Can I make an Arcana check instead, since I know the worms are magic?
Sure.
Cool.
I'm gonna make my perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah,
because
because
I'm
you're freaking them. Yeah, all right.
Before you say the perception outcome, I'm just going to launch an arrow at that suit of armor right
Okay.
there.
Roll the attack.
Don't hit the dinosaur.
Hits. Perfect. And then so the rest of
Sneak
you,
attack.
as you're kind of staring around, none of the worms are moving, and you do an Arcana check to try to feel any teleportation magic, but they seem to be completely dead.
Before my rage fades, I would run over and try to yank that crystal out.
Okay, and then as you pull up your axe, while everybody's kind of inspecting, you see Bloodscale run over and grab the crystal. Roll your athletic checks with advantage. 18. And so as you
take a little step back here.
you take a step back out of the form of the hulking barbarian as he runs over, and as you pull up on it, a bit of magic disperses into your blood, you take 16 points of force damage, reduced by half to 8.
Just a half.
But it seems pretty solidly in there, but you do feel it move just a little bit. But in the back of your mind, you hear a wailing. Just
Wailing.
got 94.
Is it a wailing? Is the voice similar to one I've heard before?
No, it is dwarvish, and it seems to be a multitude of voices.
Oh shit! No, I'm putting this back.
And you can turn it back to rest.
So just to offer this in case we want, I can actually dimension door this crystal and myself back to the throne room if we'd like.
I'm not sure moving it's a good idea. As my rage fits.
The throne room's far
Why-
as fuck. Like we were on the
I
staircase
just heard
for
a
while,
bunch of
right?
fucking dwarves screaming when I tried to move it.
Was that when you tried to move it or just touching it? I put my hand on it and listen.
Make an Arcana check.
9.
And as you're kind of like feeling it's magical, yeah, but like voices? What the fuck is he talking about?
It also
I shift
hurt.
back.
It also hurt.
I'm so confused. How
I
did
shift
he
back
hear
because there's a
voices?
giant dinosaur in the way.
It also hurt. I want to make sure everybody knows it also hurt.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm backing away.
Then I can't tell it.
These are souls.
Yeah, I get the feeling you should stop firing at
Wait.
them, Uza.
Hot. Mezzy!
I'm gonna go start checking
Yes.
suits of armor to see if there's.
You know weird soul shit, right?
Yes.
Take a look at this. And he's gonna...
Very well. And Mesnos, as he kind of makes his way up to it, he has to. Luckily, it's at dwarvish height, so it's not too high for him. I'm trying to use it down just.
I would pick him up if you needed it.
You don't quite need to because it is at dwarvish height. As he kind of reaches out, and you see him close his eyes, and he reaches out, and as he touches the crystal, he's like, you see him open his eyes. He's like, "These are not souls. They are copies of memories left behind. It seems like whatever this substance is, it absorbs copies of memories. They are shadows of souls, but not soul, but not evil."
Should we break it?
It's unnatural.
I wouldn't say that, actually. It is interesting.
Should we break it?
Would not break it. But whatever this is important, and I feel like losing it would be worse than it subsiding.
Should I rip it out and we keep it?
No.
Yeah, what are you recommending in
On to
plain
us.
English?
I don't know. I would recommend leaving it here and finding out what all of this is.
This belongs
Right,
to-
but are we worried that more robot whatever things are going to wander
whatever
around?
fucking goop that was.
I have no experience.
All this shit is not dwarves. This is all fucked up nonsense.
The purple stuff is fucked up nonsense, but the souls inside of it, those are
You
dwarven
just said it's not
Those are
souls.
memories. Yeah.
memories, but they're dwarven memories.
All right, well, we'll leave it here and we'll ask.
What?
That's
Fuck,
right.
I was just asking.
Why are we gonna leave it here? I don't understand why we're leaving it.
Because it doesn't belong to us.
Who
We asked
cares?
About it.
This is the bad guy's lair. We should take their shit so they can't do anything when
It's
we're
also
not
the
here.
city.
It belongs to
Rash,
the
what do you
city.
want to do with this?
Oh, fuck if I know. I mean, like, this is...
Do you
This
have
is
anybody that can look
fucking
at this
weird.
later and figure it the fuck out?
I mean,
Shall
there's
I
always...
finish?
I mean, there's always that, oh, what the fuck's his name? Little guy likes inventing shit.
Gimzek!
Yeah, Silver Thought. Yeah, Gimzek.
Fine. Yeah.
Also,
nope, yeah,
I was
we'll leave it
zoning
here.
out,
We'll have
looking at
him
the suit
look
of
at
armor.
it.
What
Isn't
did I
Gimzek right here?
That's Fendrick.
No.
The other
Oh,
halfling. You
Many of
racist. One's a halfling, one's a gnome. It's
Right, because we didn't gather enough NPCs. I didn't know the difference between Gimzek and Rashildalin. I'm working on it.
Well, he kept calling Rashildalin Gimzek.
Yeah,
because
that
it's
I
such a
will
good-
take full responsibility for. That was my fault. I created the perfect goblin name and gave it to a fucking halfling.
So, just to excuse the reason why I was gone and didn't hear all that lore dump just now, I was looking at that piece of armor to see if there was anything working in it or resembling anything the thing that we just killed, and just like, sorry, I zoned out there. There's no copies of souls.
Yes, that is correct. And with the 27, as you're kind of reaching out to it, as a rogue, you instinctively know weak points. And as you're looking at it, there doesn't seem to be very many weak points on this thing. But then you're like, this has weak points that shouldn't be weak. And as you're kind of looking it over, you can almost feel like a shadow of a circulatory system, but it's not actually there. But you get the idea. You could still stab there, and for some reason it would work, and you have no idea why.
Is there anything indicating that this is gonna move like the thing that I saw? I didn't get a close look at the other thing.
You get with a 27, you get the faintest. This is more than a hunk of metal.
Like not real souls.
No.
I'm gonna look at my party, see how massively fucked up we are. I'm gonna jam my short sword into that weak point as soon as I
Roll the attack.
deep as I can go.
Roll your sneak attack damage. Okay, and as you stab into it, you feel you stab right into it, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you stab, it's gone. It's like it was never there.
I don't know if I should feel bad about that.
Feel bad about what? You stabbed a statue.
Copies of soul, like memories, but not people.
Well, I mean, that's what I think.
I think we should break the rest of these. They come back to life before
So
more worms inhabit these.
I go into the room with the purple stuff. Does that feel like Phobator, or do I just got Phobator on the brain?
It's more pink than purple. Go and roll an Arcana check.
Not a history or anything?
With your history, this wouldn't be anything that you've had. No, actually. Roll an Arcana and a history. Okay. All right. So with the Arcana, you do get the there's something about focusing. It's hard to fucking, and then you see the outlying aspects. You're like, wait a minute. This is a binding spell. Normally it binds demons, but why does it have this focusing aspect? And you're like, and then it kind of clicks. You're like, oh my god. They're focusing the memories so hard that they're creating imitation souls to pilot these things.
Okay. So I take that into stride, and I kind of share the knowledge with the group and I confirm what Mesno said. Basically, what they're doing is a binding, kind of like a planar binding, but with imitation souls, with memories. And
as you walk in with the 21, you look at the crystal and recognize it as the Zealer Akeem. It is still connected probably to that crystal network that lives in the ceiling of this city.
That crystal's the Zealer Akeem. That's part of the Zealer Akeem.
Only memories?
Yeah, that's what it is. So
Trapping
no,
people's
we can't
memories.
take it.
Trapping people's memories in
Is it?
columns.
Has it always been a part of it, or is this a new part of it?
It's always been a part of it. It's the Zealer Akeem. It's part of the whole. It's one.
Right, the Zealer Akeem are on the roof of this thing, though. I mean, what is this bizarre, weird construct? This whole
Somebody
back
took
area.
Part of the Zealer Akeem and used it.
Looking around, this is a very new facility. This has not been here long.
Does any of this facility, other than the physical appearance of the construct, any of this seem dwarvish?
It does seem, it's almost like a perverted dwarvish. You get the idea that it's Duergar plus. There's something that inspired the Duergar
Does this seem
beyond
as
this.
alien-esque as weird-ass worms that were everywhere?
No.
So we let them know what has been going on, and we let them decide how best they want to handle this. This is their city, and they deserve to have the keys back to their city. It's been perverted beyond nature. They deserve to figure it out.
Sorry, I'm just really confused as to what's actually going on with this. I mean, the crystal is part of the Zealer team, which are the crystal people on the roof, right?
The crystals on the roof, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's like no chance that this was here, like as just a normal course of things. They separated part of that and put it into this facility, right?
Right.
No, they perverted it.
Yeah.
And now they're like, now the crystal has trapped memories that are getting pumped into these golems, right?
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so like we should definitely move the crystal. We should definitely take the crystal out of here then to prevent them from putting more of these more fake memories into the golems, right?
Yeah, but you know what? The dwarves can probably figure out a way to move the crystal back.
That thing
I
just
can
stopped
take the
moving?
crystal. I can dimension door.
I'm gonna
from
shoot that
the
thing.
crystal from right here all the way over to the throne room in one go.
All right.
That I don't know if you're about to describe it,
Yeah.
but if that thing that just started moving, I would like to shoot it.
All right. Can I get a perception check from everybody first?
Sorry, I'm just really
Is
paying
it
attention
going
my
to
map.
hurt us first?
That's what the perception check is for. 30, 15,
I'll let you know.
4, 7, 25. All right. You two who crit. As it starts to move, you just see the head kind of move to the side, and you pull an arrow and you get ready, and you hear,
Right one.
"That's crazy," and you recognize the voice. It's the voice of Oysterlug, the Blastmaster.
Oh.
Oh, I'm gonna look over at the thing stabbed at me. Really, really shitty.
Yeah, we're letting the dwarves figure out how they want to handle this one.
What is going on?
Are you a fucking robot, mate?
Are you a fucking robot, mate? Ugh, what the fuck? And
Look
you
at
see,
your hands.
Calm down.
that's not right.
This is gonna be an adjustment.
What the fuck is going on? You the fuck? What the fuck is going on? This isn't right. What?
Remain
made it.
calm.
You've. Is the king? Did we? I don't.
The king has been deposed.
Oh. Okay.
What's
Um.
breathe. What's the last thing you?
I was in prison. I was in the jail. I was waiting, hoping to see someone come to save me. I was taken by the guards. They took me to jail.
We were late.
Guys, wait. No, we might not have been.
Huh?
I'm not the smartest person. But you guys said these were like copies of memories?
That is correct.
What if that's a copy?
Good chance it is.
Resurrection?
Well, no, maybe we check the jail and see if Oysterlug's still alive.
Absolutely.
Maybe that's just full of copies of memory. Like, we're not.
Are you saying
Oysterlug Robo?
I might-
Oysterlug Robo. We're not fucking with you right now.
You've earned my trust over our past interactions, so I trust you, but I don't
What is it?
understand.
We don't yet either, but
Hey.
we need to check the jail to see if Flesh You is still there.
Do you want
Ah.
to take us to the jail? You probably know where it is.
Well, all the guards downstairs that we were fucking leaving to guard the body know where it is too. In all honesty,
That's right. I can definitely
Robo
lead you
Oyster-
to where I was when last I remember. Last thing I
Okay.
knew, I fell asleep inside the jail.
we might want to leave the Robos here.
We could
All
take
right,
one
so,
with us.
If I'm not Oysterlug, who?
Yeah, mate.
What
we
am I?
don't know yet.
You're Oysterlug too?
Yeah, we're not sure yet. As
Ah.
far as we can tell, you are Oysterlug, and even if
Okay.
Fleshy Oysterlug is alive, you're also Oysterlug. It's gonna be weird.
Okay. All right. And he kind of looks down, and you see him pull. There's still added to these long bits of beard that is also braided. He kind of picks up the beard. He's like, it's the wrong color. Okay,
So
I'm just gonna roll
an
with this for now.
Is it
and
real
trust
I have an
ya.
idea.
The real hair.
I actually have an idea.
What's that?
If anyone else wakes up in here, I need you to tell them that we're working on it and to stay here and trust us.
All right, I can do that.
Kill any worms.
Kill any worms. All right, and he kind of
That
like
too.
pulls up his axe. It's a nice axe. I guess there has to be some benefits. Oh
Yeah,
god.
that's a better idea.
Do any of you have any ale?
Yeah, I do actually, and I hand him a bottle.
And he goes to drink it, and he clacks against. You see there is a mouth, and he clacks it against his lips, and he's like, and then the mouth kind of opens, and he's like, he tips it back, and then puts it down. And as he pulls away, he's like, oh, thank God, there's still some joys in life. All right, this is all I need. Leave me with this, and I'll tell them that I don't know what's going on, but someone's fixing it for us. I'll pass this around to anybody who needs it. Should be comfort enough for a dwarf.
Cool. All right, if you could point us in the right direction.
Well, we're gonna go back down to the throne room and make sure that everything's fine there first.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay, let's go.
All right, okay, and he kind of like leans back into his slot and then kind of sits forward, and then just sits down like kind of he just plops down, feet like kind of splayed out in front of himself. He's just sitting and kind of looking at his hands, and then takes another drink as you guys round the corner, heading back down towards the throne room. As you guys make your way down to the throne room, I need a perception check from Shanoth.
That's a charisma save.
I know. I was trying to click the other window, and it was just the first thing that it hit.
Oh yeah, it does that all the time. No worries. 14. Okay. And as you're kind of headed down with the idea, you do feel as you're walking down, you reach out and instinctively just put your hand on the Zealer Akeem, and you feel that similar memory echo from the Zealer Akeem that have been worked into this stairway as well. And then as you guys make your way down, and you see the guards all standing around the decimated corpse sack that used to be the king. And then there are... Pull them up here.
Priest. Young one and an old one.
Oh, where are they? I'm so sorry. Give me 1 second. My priests are disappeared. Freaking dwarves, yeah.
Short legs, it took him a while.
Come on, computer. Sorry, it's moving real slow. It does seem to be... Roll 20 is not helping. All right, so one of the priests you recognize, he is one of the smiths you actually saw managing the bellows. Wow, he is not that big. And he is right next to Bartram.
That was dummy thick.
That was extra dummy thick. You see him next to Bartram. The other
Smuggling hams!
you recognize from the arena. This is Ron. He was one of the fighters. You
Also huge. Smuggling hams!
Smuggling hams. All right, and then so they're both standing around Bartram, who's holding the gem, and they're looking at it. And as you guys run down and come out of the secret passage, everybody looks up towards you.
It's like, did you heal the gem? Do you see him?
I'm sorry, I'm gonna need a bit more direction than that. What is this gem you're talking about? Heal it. It's a fucking...
Dump all the cure wounds you can into that gem.
Divine
right now.
healing.
All right.
Divine healing.
The
Okay.
king's life may depend on it.
And
The real king,
You s-
not stupid king.
you see the cleric as he goes to he casts the magic into his hand and then goes to reach out, and you see it dissipate as he gets close. You see the Ronry do the same thing, and you see it disappear as he gets close, and then Ronry's like, "Well, cure wounds didn't seem to work.
Divine healing. We need
Divine
divine,
healing.
healing.
We'll try my lay on hands."
Healing hands.
And he reaches out, and as he grasps the gem, he pours all the healing he can into it. And you see the gem grow a little bit in size. And now, clearly visible on every corner is the king's image.
Keep going. Keep going.
Look at that. Look at that.
Everything.
That's what we need.
Everything you got.
That was everything.
What about you?
Get
Everything
more
you got.
guys.
Get more guys.
Oh, I'll try more. All right, let's see. No, it seems it doesn't work for me. I'm trying all I got.
But tomorrow.
What
Oh,
about
yeah,
any
I'll have more
paladins in
tomorrow.
the city? Is there any paladins or anyone else you can think of?
Well, most paladins, their religion didn't really vibe with what was going on around here, and a lot of our holy men left the city with the. What the fuck is going on here?
Can we place a call to get them back?
I'll send out what I can, of course. That's I'll see what I can do to bring people back. Aye, as well. You know, there's.
Did somebody
there's gotta be
check
some
the
way.
docks for our fucking cleric?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you.
Why?
We need people with lay on hands. We need people who have faith that I don't, apparently.
Hey, Uzo, what religion are you again?
What?
What god do you follow?
Howdy.
Akadi. You, the one that worked. What god do you follow?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. I'm so sorry. 1 second. Oh.
Is it Ka or something like that? Carl?
No, it's the main dwarf god. I just forgot his name.
Bodies!
Phil?
Phil.
Ken Sebin.
Moradin.
Ah!
I follow Moradin.
It's not Ken. What are they the gods of? What's Akadi the god of?
Lightning.
Freedom and the
Birds.
plate of air elemental.
I'm only catching every other word, Mike. I'm sorry.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
Freedom, lightning, bear.
Okay. And what about the dwarf god?
Moradin is the god of. He's a forge and knowledge god. He follows creation, dwarf crafts, and protection of dwarves. He's the all-father of the dwarves.
Alright.
Well, we need
Well, there's no
everybody
connection there.
who can do lay on hands.
All right, somebody go scour the docks for our cleric. Where's the jail?
You know what? I'll take a look at the docks. This is all getting too fucking weird for me anyway.
Okay,
Sheldon kind of makes his way.
thanks, Rash.
Yeah, you got it.
Let's go
Okay.
awkwardly waves, like a little
then-
over enthusiastic.
I
Bye.
lean in towards the other doors and I'm like, so you have a problem in your basement.
What's that gonna be then? What's wrong with that?
Somebody, namely the people that took over and defaced your kingdom, took a piece of the Zealer Akeem and started creating kind of golems out of the memories, like the souls of people.
Can we go
What
check
are you
that these
talking-
people are alive first? This might be more time sensitive.
Yeah, we gotta go check on the prisoners, but
Sure,
there are like golems and memories of people down there in the basement, and
No, we were
didn't wanna touch-
upstairs.
Well, upstairs, but we
But
didn't
they
want
don't need to go
touch it.
upstairs yet. Stay away from there.
We just told them to stay there for now, but that's what's
Sure.
up there. They're not gonna hurt anybody. Just so you know what's up there. We need to go check on the prisoners, though.
Aye, alright then. Okay, I did need an escort. You hear
We
from
need
behind you is
at least a couple guides.
Yeah.
so 3 of the guards step forward immediately. We'll help you. And all of them.
Okay. Anybody else want to go tell the city that it's not on fire at the moment?
Oh, I could do that. This kind of even short for a dwarf and a little skinny of the guards. He pipes up.
Okay. Yeah.
Good, quick messenger. I can do this.
Restore order, calm fears.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he just starts running out. And then a second later, through the doors, you hear, "All's well, the king is dead. Long live no, all's well. Everything's fine. Revolution is good. It's fine. Everybody, calm down."
Just tell the Dawnforged company is doing good.
Dawnforged. He hears in you
Really good here.
the Dawnforged company have saved Karen. We're all
There
gonna
you
be
go.
fine.
That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah, go.
You see, he keeps running and shouting.
Okay.
And then the three start hustling towards you. Like, come on, follow us. We'll take you to the right place. And as you guys are running through the city,
Might be Duragar.
running through the city, you do see there are pockets of fighting between certain guards. You see there's a lot of guards just trying to contain violence. There's like certain stores you see there's large fires in, and you see people have gathered there's a lot of people trying to put out the fires while others are running around. You see certain guards backed up kind of against like a wall, trying to explaining to large groups of people who are holding instrument like weapons and kind of improvised weapons. What you ray frost for?
The fire.
Perfect. Then as you're running Vicer, you fire a ray of frost into one of the larger fires, and it calms down significantly as the magic connects to it. And you guys keep running, and then eventually make your way to the... Go ahead, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I was just gonna use prestidigitation to make my voice loud.
Perfect, go ahead.
Say, the fight is over! The king has fallen! The city now belongs to its people! And I say that a few times as we run.
Perfect. Go ahead and make a persuasion check with advantage.
That one. 20.
20. Okay, perfect. And so you do, as you're shouting, you do see a lot of there are crowds that get kind of. You see one particular guard who's back against the wall, and he looks like he's been hit a few times. You see the crowd kind of disperse away from him as he kind of slumps down a little bit. You get the idea you might have saved him with just those words, as the mobs are getting quite violent by this point. You see a lot of the mob violence start to calm down as you guys are running past. You see more people grabbing buckets to put out fires, and generally less discord. Uza, you do recognize Claddock and his crew. You see, as they hear the voice, you see you just catch at the corner of your eye Claddock, and he kind of gives you this big wrinkly smile. He's got like a big blood mark across his forehead, but he gives you a smile and this really old man wink, and then gives you kind of like a thumbs up. And he's on the shoulders of like this stronger dwarf, and he kind of points, and they run off as he waves.
I just hang my head.
And as you guys are led into the jail by these three guards, they immediately bring you in. Let me go and give you guys your battle map.
Paying attention, anticipating.
Oh no,
I'm
I got
just-
you. I got you.
Okay,
I know where you're at.
Okay, I just
I know where you're at. And then so as the guards lead you in, they bring you up these stairs and past some grates, and then they bring you to this door, and they start banging on it, and like, "You gotta let us out! It's time to we got an emergency!" And then the guard on the other side, "Well, if you got an emergency, then you've got a writ of law, and there's no more fucking law. Open the fucking door, you little fuck!" And they start banging against the door, and like the three of them bust it down, and you see this other dwarf on the other side. He's like, "Now hold on, without your writ, fuck your writ. We're tired of your shit. Get the fuck out of the way!" And they kind of like shove him out of the way and lead you guys into this door.
Is that a dwarf or a Duragar?
That is a dwarf. You don't have a good feeling about based on his interactions. And so as you guys enter, you see there are 3 cells, and what would you guys like to inspect in these cells?
Well, we're gonna look in the first cell and see who's in there.
Perfect. Yeah. Zephyr, as you go to the first cell, you recognize the person inside. You recognize them because you fought them in the ring. It's
I'm releasing immediately.
perfect. And as you pop open the door, you see the rest of you see the face of the crazed smile of Armdrin Broodfist, and he's like, Well, that was a hell of a fight, and now you've saved me. You got to be careful. I might marry you. And he kind of gives you this like really crazy wink, even though, and he's just, you're a stout, fine person, and I like fine people. Oh, and I'm free now. Hi. And he kind of looks under the rest of you. I don't recognize most of you. I'm Armdrin, a brood fist. Previous foreign, you don't care. Who wants to
Go
open
help the
second?
city.
Help the city, all right. And he kind of like, he pulls one of these and he slaps his arm and he just runs out. He doesn't even ask for any clarification. He just literally just runs outside.
That's
Cool.
not gonna end well.
He was a solid fight. He almost whooped my ass.
He was. All right, who wants to open the second cell?
I take 2 of the guards and I'm gonna start going forward to see if there's any other guards that we can like talk to and like make sure that we're not just busting people out randomly and let them know what's going on.
Sure. But before you do that, who wants to open the second cell?
I'm just walking up to the second one, so whoever's
We're just
coming
letting
with
her
me.
do
Okay, perfect. So the second one you walk up and you do see the Blastmaster just sitting there in the back of his cell. You see Orstolik, he looks up, he's like, "Oh, it's about time you came to save me. This has been fucking boring as hell. Oh, let's
was
do a
right."
revolution!" And then fucking taken away by the guards the next fucking second. And
Thank God you're alive. We thought you were dead for a second.
oh, they can't
Your
kill me.
memories in a
They'll take more than that
body.
to kill me, of course. And he kind of, he walks forward and out of the cell, and he looks over and he sees Uza. He sees it, and he's like, "What's wrong with you?"
There's a copy of you in the castle wandering around, so you're gonna have to figure out how to
I'm
live
sorry.
with a clone.
Like you said, there's a clone of me.
Yeah,
We'll
he's
deal with that
he's-
later.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll have a
Go
stay-
help the city.
Oh, how? What's going on? What can I do?
Clean
This
up.
is the guy that we were here for. Thought this was why we were hurrying.
He's alive. That's the best news.
I'm
Right, There's
alive.
a robot that has your memories.
It's
let's-
a
alright,
robot
so-
clone. Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Alright.
how close-
There's
You
a
might want to go to
construct
the
that
castle
thinks-
after that to get that.
There's a
clarified.
construct that thinks he's you. Last thing he
Ah.
remembers is being in this.
Well, it's the last thing I remember. So, you know what? I'll go talk to him. I feel like we might get on like wildfire. Where is
Worst
he?
case, you have a new assistant.
You think I'd be my own assistant? We can hope. Where is this?
Well, when it comes to drinking, yeah.
Oh, he kind of thinks for a second. Well, that's an interesting prospect. Where
He's
is
in the
my
castle.
in the castle? I'll head that way. And he kind of starts moving past you, really. And Uza, as you pass by him, he's like, "Thanks for the save. You all right?"
No.
All right then. He slaps you on the he just kind of slaps you on the shoulder as he walks by and kind of heads out. He cares. He just doesn't know how to.
Yeah, okay. Bye.
I asked, I did my job.
Just looking up to the second cage, I'm looking at the other guards like, are they gonna stop me?
Well, that's why I'm taking 2 guards to the guard to
So-
talk to him.
As you make your way to the third cell, Bloodscale and the other 2 guards have rounded the corner. You see, there's this guard who's just locking a door, and he turns around. And he's like, what the fuck's going on here? I don't know much about the prisoner transfer, but I know they're late on paperwork lately. Those Durgar are a bit sloppy. What can I help with?
The Durgar aren't in charge anymore.
Well, that's easy on me for the paperwork, but who the fuck are you? He's the one who saved the city, you fucking moron! You sit here and you
Whoa,
fucking...
whoa, hold on. Whoa, nope, we're not being angry right now. Trust me, I'm angry a lot. We're not doing that right now.
Fine.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Bloodscale. I'm part of the Dawnforged company.
Welcome to the jail. What do you want to sell?
I don't know if you noticed outside. There's a full-blown fucking rebellion.
Oh, well, that's not great. Should I squash the rebellion?
Nope,
Oh, good.
because your king was not actually your king. It was a giant pile of weird magic worms.
Oh, well, that's delightfully strange. So what should do?
That weird pile of worms and like 5 Dorigar captains are all fucking dead right now.
Sounds like a step in the right direction.
We're hoping so.
Okay.
But you see, you got some guild masters and some people that could really help us here that need to be let go because there's no one to keep them here because the king's fucking dead.
Oh, all right. I guess I'll let out the Tinkering Guildmaster then. Blastmaster
That'd
as
be
well.
fan-
And
So I'm not gonna lie. Our druid here actually already let out the Blastmaster.
Oh well, you know what they say. Law is only as good as who keeps it, and I'm not very good at keeping it.
We are going to make sure you keep your job.
Oh, thank God.
Don't worry about that.
I did. I keep the paperwork. You know what? I will help you. And he pulls out this big ring of keys, and he. Oh no, I don't think I locked these, but they were staying. They were fine. Yeah, God, I'm terrible. And he kind of like makes his way over to the cell.
You'll get better. You
And
have
he-
time to get better.
God damn this fucking character. So for the record, these characters in this portion were all meant if you went here first to release the Blastmaster. So I have all these fuck it. And so he goes over and he's like,
Things out of order.
I'm already plopping the door open before he gets there.
"Oh, that's
See?
I know you could do it." And then as you open, you
Are there-
see.
Are there any other
Do
prisoners?
I recognize this prisoner?
You do. This is Damaruk Dimbane. He is he is the previous Tinkerer Guildmaster, who was you visited his establishment, and he was probably
dick.
dragged away and kind of a dick. And as you open, he's like, "Oh, I knew they couldn't leave me here all the time. They always need something to be tinkered and fixed." And he's like stretching. He's like, "Oh, and I'll."
Is that lazy guy that was just like at the desk and not actually doing the work?
Yep.
Uza, you want me to shut the door?
I don't.
See, he's on my side. He's a bird person.
you!
I'm sorry.
He likes the other tinkerer better, just...
Oh yeah, you know,
I'm gonna walk up
assistants.
to him now. I'm going to walk
Oh.
up to him now.
You're
Hey you!
tall. Yeah.
Gimzik's not your bitch. You're his bitch now.
I think that's more up to the king than it is to you, large fella.
The
You
king's
can't.
fucking dead, boy! We fucking did it! Rebellion's done! You're now Gimzik's bitch!
Well, I mean, that's not how these things are done.
I will pop out my claws and stick them right close to his face.
roll an intimidation check
Go
with
back and I'm
advantage.
just gonna slowly close the door.
And as you extend your claws, he kind of like stumbles backwards. And as you do, you kind of lean forward, and from his point of view, this door starts just to close. And then it closes. The bars between you and him, and he says, "Well, you find someone rational to come in, and you bring me here, and I'll talk to them, but I won't talk to you. You're fucking crazy. I want nothing to do with you. I am the. You know what? There's a
I will roar in your
procedure."
face.
And as you roar, gonna roll another intimidation check with advantage.
Not that great.
Good enough. And then you see him he just stops talking, and he just kind of goes to the back of the cell. And
Are the keys?
no, the keys. It's not locked. The keys are on the higher pitched voice, and he's still holding them, just watching
Go
these.
grab the keys and lock the like just slow, kind of checked out, just
I
slow
use
and kind of checked out, and
thaumaturgy.
just the door's already closed, and I just lock it. and I put the keys on the ground,
Oh, well,
kind of
that is
over
a-
here.
Oh, so we're not letting him out. Okay, that's fine. Can I have those keys back?
Just
Oh,
walk away.
I use
Okay.
thaumaturgy and I light my horns on fire just for flair.
yeah.
As I walk away with Bloodscale, just giving him a happy smirk, like, I'm so proud of you, Bloodscale.
All right, perfect.
I'm going to
Done
now
there.
turn back to the one guard
Just
that's kind of
adoringly.
inept.
Hi,
And do that full, like, hexadecimal switch faces.
Hi.
So,
yes.
as I was saying, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, I don't like him anyway.
Are there any other prisoners or guards we should be wary of
I
here?
mean, not really. There's more guards. We've been pretty much taking off duty mostly.
Where's
Everybody's kind
his stuff?
Where's whose stuff?
That That guy.
Oh, right here, and he kind of shows you back to the door that
I'm gonna
he
go.
just came.
Is
He
it
opens the
glove?
door,
Oh
and
my
he goes
God.
inside, and he pops open the
Okay.
chest. Oh, here, you see, there's several little bombs. You see
Pockets.
You see. Okay.
Hold on, no. Before you start pocketing things, when it's open, I'm gonna get that guard's attention again. So, buddy,
Oh yeah,
do me a favor.
of course.
Let the other guards know that are in here. There's a fucking rebellion outside, but you guys are okay.
Sure.
You're all gonna keep your jobs.
Who
Um,
won?
There's no worry. In fact, the rebellion should be kind of dying down right now because it's over. The rebels won,
Oh,
but the
well, that's
rebels were
good.
for Kern and for the dwarves.
Oh, that's
So
even
I mean,
better.
you guys should be fine.
Okay.
So, like I said, we're gonna put in good words for you guys.
What? When they ask me what to do, I'm not good at this. What do I tell them to do?
Just hang out here. Literally, don't even bother going outside.
All right. That I can do. And he kind of shuffles away. All right. So not even sleight of hand checks anymore.
Yes!
Because he led you into there, and he opened the chest, and then was distracted. All right. So
What do I get?
add 4. Just put bombs.
4 bombs.
You recognize these are the 4 that were taken out that are normally woven into Oysterlug's beard. And then you see this big metal sleeve.
Yes. I'm definitely taking that.
Okay. And so are you just pocketing or putting it in your bag
I'm
for
putting
now?
it in my backpack.
Okay. So write let's see. Let's write metal sleeve for now until it gets identified.
Any like gold or knickknacks or personal belonging, pocket watch?
There is a pocket watch looking thing. Although it's more of like it's on a chain, and it's this like full orb, and as you pick it up, you're kind of like looking at it's about like the size of an orb that can fit in the palm of your hand. As you pick it up, you kind of like move it around a little bit, and you're like, oh, this tells direction.
Oh.
Right, orb of direction into your inventory.
Okay.
And yeah, that should be most everything that was in there. Yeah.
Fucking nailed it.
Is there anything in there that would be just really inconvenient? Maybe not expensive, valuable, but just really inconvenient if you didn't have.
Oh, well, that sleeve for one.
I'm talking like bootlaces, something
Oh.
dumb like that.
Well, there are the
A
keys
belt.
still in the chest because he's a
The keys to the
prison.
He doesn't mean the guard. He
No,
means
no,
the asshole in the cage.
yeah. The
Oh, no.
asshole's belongings.
They only took away his weapons
Oh, okay.
and like any magical belongings.
Okay.
Perfect.
I think I might be getting maxed. How much does that metal sleeve weigh?
That's about 15 pounds.
Okay, I think I'm getting a little maxed out to my still being able.
I can carry it.
Well, yeah. Are you keeping it on you,
You got
or?
a
Oh
bag.
yeah, no, I'm keeping it on me. I just
Okay.
might be done stealing things for a little while.
I think Bender. I think you've finally stolen enough. All right, perfect. So you pocket these
My
things and
door's a little unhinged. Identified as +2 stock of
sock of frotage. Ooh, hello.
Todd. Oh,
That is grim.
Moving on.
Moving on.
gross.
All right.
Now I guess we go back to the throne room and figure out how we're gonna make all this shit work.
Perfect. And is that where?
Find anybody who can do divine healing along the way. That'd be great.
All right. Perfect. All right. So you guys make your way back to the throne room then. Okay.
I'm just following the group at this point. I'm
Okay.
kind of half checked out.
As a group with your shell shocked Uza, what are you guys doing?
Headed back to the throne room.
Get it back. Okay. So
As we walk, I'll use thaumaturgy again to call for any anyone who knows, what is it, lay of hands
Divine
or
healing?
has divine healing.
perfect. Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
25.
Perfect. Okay. All right, and then so as you're shouting, you do find like a few. Oh, hold on one second. You actually see as you're shouting for it, you see this old halfling right up who is mounted on top of a stout dwarf under him, and Uza, you recognize Claddock. No one else has met him yet.
Hey,
Is it?
Claddock.
I worship the almighty god of invention. I could probably help with you.
That'd be
It's
great.
something. Let's go.
But
We
wait
need a
then.
lot, but we need a lot, like a whole lot.
A whole lot. Well, all right. I don't know anymore, but I'll help. And then, let's see. And then at that point, you see, what is the name of? Sorry, guys.
Oh, I gotta write that down. Claddock can heal.
Yes, that is important.
Learn new things every day.
God damn it! I should have asked him about that sooner.
I was wondering when you were going to ask him
It's-
what he could do in battle, and you never did.
I don't know. He seemed confident. I didn't think he was gonna do anything on battle. I thought he was gonna hand out those weapons. I saw the dude move from one box to a cot, and that was it.
Oh, that's funny.
I thought he was kind of on, tail end of things.
Oh man, that's just good.
Is orb of direction?
Yes, it should be. It should be.
There it is.
Yeah.
Wondrous item.
What's that?
A wondrous item.
A wondrous item. Sorry, one second. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Sorry, I just forgot the name of something because I wasn't expecting you guys to get this. Okay, perfect. And then you do see.
Expecting you all to die a while ago. Fuck you.
Let's be honest. Many of you should have died long ago. You do see this. There's a female dwarf. She has kind of silver, like black and silver hair. Kind of like just a bit of stubble. Mostly, the stubble almost disappears as it is almost pure white. She walks up and she's like, "All right, I worship the Mistress True Silver. I might be able to help the revered mother."
Alright, come with us.
Okay.
We're headed to the throne room. We'll explain when we get there.
All right. Okay. And she just kind of like, she's like, okay. My name is Corin. If anyone, okay. And she just kind of falls up. And she kind of like runs after.
Corin.
Nice
Hi,
to meet
Corin.
you.
Sorry, it's just a busy day.
It's okay. I like busy days.
Do you want to ride?
All right.
Like, I got big beefy shoulders.
Oh yeah. Of course. And she just goes and climbs up onto your your
My
back.
help, of course.
Yeah. You kind of like just pop her up.
Watch out for the snake in the pot.
The what? And she, oh,
The snake
and
in
she
the
looks down and she sees the fire snake in a pot, and it's just like
It's a snake in a
it
pot.
just kind of gives a
He's a-
slight nod.
Snake's okay.
It's in a pot.
He seems wonderful. I like snakes.
Turns into a weird fire lady sometimes. It's cool.
Oh, okay.
So many euphemisms.
Oh. And you guys kind of make your way back to the throne room.
It's my dick in a It's a pot.
It's my snake in a pot. Snakes in the pot. Oh man! All right,
I mean,
so
technically, it's not my snake in the pot.
true.
Don't ask questions.
You know what? I am fine with that. I'm just trouble finding Claddock's actual tomb.
I don't think you made a token for it.
I think I did either.
You always just showed me the
The picture of him.
picture.
Back in time. No, I did. See, I'm on top of it still.
Neat.
You don't know.
Holy shit, he's big.
He's gigante. Yeah, that's what. All right, so you guys make your way back to the throne room with your two new holy people in hand, and you guys kind of make it back, and you see Bodrum is still sitting there holding this. Now it's like chest size almost gem, and he's like, "Oh, this is getting a little weird."
You probably could have put that down.
I was afraid to. What the fuck is it? What is it doing? Why is it got the king? What the fuck? And he's kind of like looking at it, just staring up at you guys. Like,
So that's like the actual king, the real king.
Okay.
Not the fake king that we just fucking murdered.
Right.
That one's not made of worms.
Right.
That was made of
Look,
dwarf.
the king is trapped in the gem and needs healing to escape. If you can dump everything you have into it, that will move us along a little.
Probably hasn't
faster.
been the king in a really, really long time.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Hey, Rash, when
He's
did
probably
the king
really
get
confused and has to pee.
No, Shilbolin has not come back yet.
Weird? Oh, on the thing. So.
Oh, sorry. That's
No
my
worries.
bad.
Where did he go? When did he leave?
He went to the docks to try to find your
Oh
cleric.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he was doing us a solid, bruh.
I was kind of checked out.
It's all good. All right, and so as they kind of surround, you see Corin and Claddock both kind of put their hand onto the crystal, and you see Claddock kind of smile as he's looking into the game. He's like, "Oh, look how the mighty have fallen."
I'm gonna.
Technically, that mighty's been falling for a little bit, most likely.
I'm
Oh.
going to, while they're doing this, and about have any healing. I pray to Akari.
Okay.
And
What do you say?
I know I probably don't deserve making prayers right now. I haven't exactly through last couple hours, but there's someone who's been trapped for a very long time who needs his freedom to run this city and shake off the shackles that they've been put under by some other force. I've run out of power, and I know I don't deserve help, but please give them a little bit extra.
Okay. Roll a D100 twice.
That's such a big die.
It's like the biggest.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm fairly median at this.
Consistency. So as it and are you so as you're praying for this, you do feel like a small tingle, and as you see just the small amount of electricity leap between just two of your fingertips, and you kind of reach out for the crystal as well, and so you put a third hand on top of the others, and then just it's not a lot. You feel something there. Something.
Thank you.
You see, and then you see the as the other two start pouring their healing into it, the crystal grows and grows, and then it's pretty soon the size of a dwarvish man. And then as they heal, all of a sudden the crystal around shatters, and you see the king of Forge Branch standing before you. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end a little early, because we are moving quickly and things are getting weird, and I think you guys probably want a little bit of a break to think about things. And I did not get a lot of sleep last night, so we'll go ahead and end there for tonight. I know it probably didn't go the way you guys were thinking, but I hope it was a good
Pretty
surprise.
standard, actually.
Okay, good.
Me for one, I had that. Nope. Yeah, that was
Weird.
weird.
Yeah.
I
Weird
expected
as
some
shit.
golem fuckery, so yay me.
Yeah,
We could cover the constructs already, and then we're like, oh, fucked in droid factory. Oh, let's break the droids. Oh, they're people. Fuck.
But
Let's just add
literally
more
just
to the
prove
unintentional
they're not real
murder.
people.
yeah, you do know that they are not real people now, which is I don't
That-
know if that helps or not, but
That
like
one stood up and talked to us and acted like people, and that's enough for Uzo.
yeah,
That's fine.
I need to get
But
an
you
accurate
didn't
count.
murder an actual.
I need to get an
creature.
accurate count of
Yeah,
how many
and so-
people I've unintentionally murdered
And,
in this city.
So now you guys kind of like, I hope that gives kind of like a more kind of things to think about of what the king might have been planning, and I don't know, just some stuff to think about. But I know this one, I did not know how this was the one session I was really worried about, but it went smoother than I was expecting, which was nice. I know it was kind of a weird one, but thank you guys for sticking with it and not
Guys,
just being like,
guys.
Ty, shut the fuck up.
I ended with more than single-digit hit points. Woo!
Hey,
Oh,
me
man.
too, but just barely.
Oh man, TJ got it by 1.
I have 49. I probably shouldn't
Sitting
have
at 11
pumped
right
those
now.
2 healing hands into my foot.
Oh man! All right, so I think almost everybody had to heal and stuff. I don't know. First of all, we'll go ahead and stop the stream. Any last thoughts for the wonderful people?
Please don't think poorly of Uza. He's-
Yeah, tune in next week when we figure out what the fuck is going on.
Perfect. All right, well, so we'll go ahead and end on that horrible disappointment.